Well, good morning, everybody, or should I say afternoon for a lot of people. Normally it's 9 a.m., but today, as I said, we had a storm last night. How was your 4th of July? More importantly, how was it? There was a lot going on around here. This is the first year that we've been in our house for 4th of July, and I could not believe all the fireworks. Now, the issue is OJ didn't like how the fireworks started so soon. Let me bring our friend Kat up. We are going to discuss OJ and the fireworks. Let's do a big hello to all our friends.
Hey Brooks. Hi everyone in
I'm
chat. How are you
so
doing?
happy you're here.
Oh, I'm always here for you, babes.
How was your 4th of July? Oh, I'm sorry, you don't celebrate that.
No, but we have our own celebration going on because we just got a new government, so that's all good. Woo!
Woo! Cat got a new government.
Yeah, shame they can't vote out the royal family. That would be the next thing, right?
I know, because you were explaining it to me, but you said it would take a long time to really go through all of it.
Yeah, basically don't like the Tories, do like the Labour, and Labour's just won the election. That's as simple as it is.
I love it. Hey, hey, Jack. Hey, Angel P. Chloe Jade. Chloe Jade has had some people coming after her, and I don't know why. I don't know what's
Hell
going
to the no, is what I say.
Amy in Boston, hello. V. Oakley said, wow, we need a new government. I know, I'm telling you. Maybe Kat can give us some tips.
It'll be your turn soon.
Well, let's just start with some craziness. And we don't do trauma around here, but there are some things that have to be addressed. And you know what really gets under my skin. Okay. I'm going to start right here with Unhinged Green Eyes. Most people know his real name.
Mm-hmm.
Brooks, which by the way is my real name. I had a lot of people comment yesterday saying, why are you doxing yourself? Maybe Kat can help me with that. Don't people most use their name?
Well, most people don't use your name because most people call you Brooke.
Yeah. Brooke, you're such a child!
Brooke's using my content. Yeah. So most people don't actually know your real name. So for the start of this post, I'm going to give maybe like a 5 out of 10 for getting your name right.
Well, that's actually good. Thank you, Green Eyes. Thank you, Green Eyes. This is amazing. Sorry, I'm not 100% put together. We just jumped in because I just got done with the yard work because it was driving me nuts with that storm last night. You know how I am. Anyhow, let's get something straight. At our home, it is me.
Yep.
My husband.
Yep.
And OJ.
Yep. And the cock in your yard.
Yes, the huge cock in my yard, but that's a different story. Okay, my children are grown. You saw them on the members live yesterday. They're military pictures.
We did, and thank you for their service.
I'm telling you, I know. I had people saying, how dare you have your children in the military, like I have any control over that, and you are around someone like Ernie Shell. Never met the motherfucker. Are you kidding me? Anyway, now Green Eyes wants to know who OJ really is. Now, when OJ gets done watching Jaws, I will put him on. Okay.
Okay.
And you have seen how that goes before. right? Because
Yeah.
OJ will start swatting at me. I'll have a big old scratch across me, but he's watching Jaws right now. Brooks,
Okay.
whose kid do you have looking like Kyron Horman or Sebastian Rogers? Crime, lines, and lies, always cleaning up after visitors who fly in looking Arizona.
Arizona, that's what I thought.
Who is OJ really, Brooks?
Hashtag who is OJ really?
Everyone, please hashtag that. Who is OJ really?
And so from the 5 points I gave him for getting your name right,
Mhm.
I have to deduct like at
Okay.
least 1 point for spelling. So that's now 4 points because I don't understand half of it. I really would challenge him to a game of Scrabble. I think I've won that one. 2 random missing children's names that he put in it. That's another point off. And then I suppose we'd let him keep like 3 points because he did start a new hashtag. Who is OJ really?
Who is OJ really? He's a cat. He's a big cat that runs my freaking life. Okay.
You know,
He runs my life. Like today, I'm trying to marinate chicken and he's scratching at it. Ram, ram, ram. I'm like, you're not having any chicken right now. And I'm communicating with the cat. Okay. That's what I'm doing. Who is OJ really? Yeah, look, here's Paper Slut. Who is OJ really?
exactly.
Let's he's a spy. Exactly. He is a Russian spy.
Yeah, Green Eyes eating that shit up right now.
Dina,
Like,
Dina, I see you. Come into YouTube. All right, let's bring up Ernie. This is really going to piss people off, but it's actually, I mean, we're good with it because we're going to go through Dawn and Candace's own words, and they can't argue with that. Let's have a round of applause for Ernie. Ernie, have you ever seen that show, The Blacklist, where they have all those Russian operatives?
I've seen versions of it. I've seen like little clips of it and stuff. Yes.
And that's my cat. That's my cat.
Well, I was getting ready to say you said cat. They're going to say tiger, Ernie, and then we're all screwed again. But I would want everybody to understand this is all Brooks' fault. Everything from here on out is on Brooks. Okay. I'm a good
100%.
guy. I try to. I'm just playing with you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
100%. Let me tell you what, for the last 3 years, there are people that cannot stand it when you bring up the nastiness that is Dawn and Candace Wells. But go ahead and put it all on me. That is just fine. Actually, I was going to put it off on Kat because she's over in England.
Well,
Yeah,
we could actually do that.
since
I think
it's
they
the
can't
4th of
reach
July,
you.
just send all your English hate over here, please.
Yeah, just say the one that nobody can understand, and they'll understand it even better. No, I'm just playing with you guys. Just playing with you. I love you, girl. Just playing with you.
I mean, it's the day after a holiday. Okay, Molly Colley said, I don't believe anything this man says. Shut up, Molly. Shut the
Shut up,
fuck
Molly.
up. Again, I'm going to play Candace's own words.
That ain't Molly Collins, is it? Jimbo's sister. I don't think, anyways.
Oh.
For the millionth time. Okay, this is not about Ernie's life. I don't know who the hell this Jimbo person is or any of these other people. They're not on my Christmas card list. They're not coming to Thanksgiving.
You don't pay their bills either, right?
No, and they don't pay mine.
Right.
Molly, I will put the link down and you can explain.
Just hashtag shut up, Molly.
Let's just start with this. Okay, please. These are Candace's own words.
I don't know about Jackie Dobbs. I've just heard about him. I don't know about Jody Stu. I've talked to Jody Stu time and time again. And every time she talks to me, her story has changed.
Like in how? Like in how?
Okay, like, for instance, like, she said that she was down on the bottom after she heard somebody scream or whatever. She was never at the bottom of that driveway. I drove down there faster than she could fucking fly.
Okay. So she said, so the scream, of course, is out of the question now, right? There was no scream, right?
There's no scream, dude. She's maced all that shit up. Lie. I can't lie. It's not in my metabolism.
Okay.
Now, if she was standing down there, was that after Summer had done came up missing?
I don't know when she got down there. I just know when I drove down in my mom's truck, she was down there.
Okay.
Was she already looking, or was she doing something different?
She was just standing on the corner.
Very, very interesting.
Right.
Was it surprising, you coming down the drive knowing your daughter?
Yeah, because usually Jody Sue don't walk around. Lie. I can't lie.
Lie. I can't lie. It's not my metabolism. Now, anyone that was taking notes or paying attention, did you not just hear two different stories between two men that she thought she was going to hook up with while Dawn was in the pokey? She gives Ernie one story about Jody Sue, and she gives Benny another story.
Yep. In one case, she drove down there faster than she can fly, which we don't know how fast that is, to be fair.
Mhm.
And the next story, Jody Sue's standing on the corner like
Mhm.
a 10-bit prostitute. But, there is no corner, so...
There's no corner. Yeah. Jody Sue don't even walk around. She don't even walk around. How the hell would you know?
Well, she don't walk around because she's scared of the birds and the coyotes and the
Yeah.
snakes.
Yeah. And everybody wants to keep making this about Ernie and whatever he's got going on. This is shit she said. She is a person of interest in the disappearance of her daughter. I don't have a cowbell to make it ring in anyone's ears. Anyone got a cowbell? Can someone pretend to have one? Let me see if I can.
I do a pretty good sound effect of one, but I don't think I do it now. I'll probably kill over.
Okay.
Bless you. You'd have to get Daisy's soundboard for that.
You have got to be kidding me.
Hey, Greg.
Here we go. I'm going to do it right now. Maybe this will help. Hang on. Maybe this will help. This is what Candace said. We good there?
You forgot to move. You forgot to move.
Moo.
Woo!
What? Actually, it just sounded like Candace.
No, she does it. She does this right. Miss Daisy does this. She goes, ring the bell again one time. Damn it, I gotta get in the spirit of this.
Hang on. All right. You can do it.
I'll do it. Okay, that's good right there. And then she goes, woohoo, people! Thanks for the cash app. Thank you. Oh, God. Good Lord bless you. Bless upon you. I'm dying.
That sounded just like her.
Mom,
Now, I about got the, oh, God, that's killing me. I can't do that. I'll die over early.
I've had people saying to me, I don't know who the hell these people are. I mean, I feel like the virgin on prom night. So many people are after me. Like, she was never in love with Ernie. What does this look like? She told me herself, and this is before she was on Plenty of Fish, and she went and had catfish with Sunshine 420, and she had catfish, and she could only have mustard because the tartar sauce was too white and sticky. And I said, well, hold on. That white and sticky is where you got those kids. We went in that conversation about how she didn't know where she got all her kids. And I'm like, well, honey, they don't stick it in your leg.
They don't sell them at Walmart.
They don't, yeah. No. You know where kids come from.
You've had enough of them.
But yeah, it's insinuating. Is that Ernie?
Yeah, that's Ernie. That's his
Yeah, that's Ernie.
Okay, come up, Ernie, if you want
Yeah,
to.
he needs to come up and say hi, the old stranger.
Get up here, Ernie.
Everybody's saying that you ditched me the other day when you come up here, which I know Ernie. Ernie's in and out all the time. So Ernie don't
In and
know.
out.
Yeah, he ditches everybody.
Yeah,
He
been trying
does.
to call him for weeks. Freaking won't even answer his phone.
I know. Ernie's just Ernie.
Notice
wants to be
wouldn't
mean
even
to me.
answer the phone.
That don't send me a message.
But yeah, I mean, he's more than welcome. Don B, if you want to come up here and you got things to say, well, you need to come up here and apologize to Candace. This is your chance to make things right. There's Ernie on.
I'd like to
Hey,
talk to
Ernie.
Don.
Hey,
Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing?
pretty good.
Well,
Do you remember me, Ernie?
I do remember you.
Okay.
We got
his-
Candace and Lips up here.
Okay.
hey, stranger.
How you doing? Look at
I'm doing all
Candace's
right.
face.
How you doing?
Oh my
She's
God,
doing
is that
great.
Candace?
She's doing great.
Yeah.
She's doing
Yeah.
great.
Well, Candace, you looking pretty good today.
I'm
Every
trying
day.
my best.
Her
That's
hair's
good.
all long and stuff.
She's doing good, Ernie. She's doing real
Looks
good.
like you straightened right up and got
Oh,
your
yeah.
headphone set on. Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Well, that's
living
good.
the good life.
I
Well,
love
that's
you,
good.
Jinky.
That's her new
Hey.
nickname, Can.
It's can't. Because she can't keep a job. She can't keep kids. She can't keep a house. Before I get to the show, we have a very important guest in here today. And this is Hippie Grandma. Today is her birthday. Light the chat up, everyone, and sing Hippie Grandma happy birthday. She is 31 years old today. And many more on Channel 4. Love you, Hippie Grandma. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. Again, these are Candace's words. I don't care about her record, to be quite honest. I don't even care about the panty sniffing that Don was charged with or his other crimes. What I do care about, and people say, oh, that didn't happen. These are their words. Actually, they're not even their words. It's other people's words that backed up their words. To me, the timeline is June 14th, 2021. According to the almighty Donald Wells, the commandment keeper, he said CPS was there about BB guns. Really?
Yeah, weren't they giving the guns to the kids to go shoot the dogs?
Other people have talked about the kids shooting BB guns at the dogs. Okay. All right. Not cool. All right. He fires Dudley that day. We've heard the whole thing with Dudley talking about, how You know, Don wasn't exactly acting himself. Jackie Dobbs said he wasn't acting himself. I don't know how often, you know, Jackie Dobbs had been around him. I also don't know why these people have a reason to lie. Anyhow, he tells Clyda that CPS wanted to do a physical on Summer. Now, some people say, well, they can just take the child and take him in and do it. Not without a warrant. But if a parent voluntarily says we'll be there on the 16th of June, 2021, then they will.
Mhm.
Something about Summer seemed to trigger them. Summer went missing on Tuesday, June 15th. Now, I know Candace denies what Dawn said to Clyda. I don't know why Clyda would make this up. I don't know. I don't know. Again, I don't know these people. I don't want to know them. I really don't. I do believe the people that have had conversations with them over the years. I have been flooded with text messages between Benny Keys and Candace. Now, why would you trust Benny Keys so much when your daughter is missing? All you have to do is get a hold of TBI, Hawkins County, FBI, whoever. Well, I mean, what are you doing? Like, she's just making friends left and right. Why do you have to trust Kathy, the friend? Why was she trying to make Candace look so simple, I guess? I mean, look at this she put out.
I actually took her to her psychiatric evaluation when they first ordered it, and it was in Knoxville. And at that time, she really hadn't driven on the interstate. You know, she hadn't driven very far, so she was really nervous. So I went with her, and really, she didn't even know how to work her GPS. So we get to the doctor's office. I sit down in the chair, and the first thing that she does is sit down on the floor and grabs the Legos and starts playing with Legos. When the doctor came from the back, she opened the door, and she looked at me and she said, "Candace." And I turned and looked at Candace, and I could see shock, actually, in the doctor's face, because she, you know, I think was looking at me to be Candace, you know, sitting in a chair, waiting to be seen, and then she looks over there and Candace is sitting on the floor, playing with Legos. Like a child, yes. Do I feel the Lego thing was legit or a ploy to seem off? Okay, no, it wasn't a ploy. That's who she is. That's who she is. That's the level she's on. And, you know, she has never ordered anything offline. She's never written a check. That's why I had to fill out all the papers for her, because she don't know how to do any of that. So, you know, and that's probably one reason, you know, she don't want to step away from Don, because, you know, he handles it all for her. No matter what it is, he handles it all.
All of it's lies. Mm-hmm. She's never driven on the interstate. Then what did you take all the back roads from Springdale, Arkansas, when everyone was raising money for her to get Springdale, Arkansas back to East Tennessee? Makes no sense. All right, let's go through.
Seems to me like she was being conveniently intellectually disabled on the day of her psych assessment, right?
I know.
That's very convenient, isn't it? To not be intellectually disabled any other time in your life, just the day that you have to go and sit in front of a psychiatrist and prove that you're not competent enough to do X, Y, and Z.
Well, Kathy, I agree with Kayamari. She was trying to control the narrative.
Yep, I agree.
You know why? Look in your junk drawer. What do you use to cut wrapping paper? What do you use to cut anything in your drawer and not a knife?
Scissors.
Mm-hmm. These two were really, really into each other. Kat, let me ask you a question.
Go on.
We are great friends. I love you to death. Do you love me?
I love you more than life itself, Brooks.
Oh, shit. I wasn't expecting that. So, if something happened in my life, would you start paying all my bills and move me in with you? And would you just take me around for 6, 7, 8 months and say, I'm going to take care of everything and you're going to divorce your husband?
I love you, Brooks, more than life itself. But
Okay.
that sounds quite an upheaval because you'd have to move countries for a start.
Okay.
Not saying you're not welcome. I mean, you know.
We're living in the same state.
If we was living in the same state, I might like let you stay for a couple of days until you got yourself straightened out. But yeah, I can't. Yeah. If you know wanted, you could bring OJ as well. But I'm not entirely sure that I would be able to do a long-term commitment.
Because we wouldn't be having a fling, you see.
Well, yeah, there's that as well.
We're wired differently. You know, I like the pogo stick and you do too. And I don't have one of those and neither do you.
No.
Isa Brown said, why would she take her to Knoxville for a psychiatric evaluation when there are several places in Kingsport and close by those areas for that? I don't know.
Well, would it be a court, if it was a court-ordered psych evaluation, would it not be where the court ordered it to happen?
This shit didn't happen. You can tell it's not even a doctor's office.
Yeah. It looks kind of more like a play therapy place or some kind of place where you would take little kids, a dentist office even, maybe, something to entertain the kids.
She was probably taking her granddaughter somewhere.
Yeah.
And just had Dum-Dum sitting there playing with the kids' toys and took a picture of her thinking it was going to somehow sway social media.
Mm-hmm. It was like a staged photo opportunity.
I gotta tell my husband I love him. He said, hey, I'm here, you know.
Yeah, she does love you, Greg. It's okay she's not flying to the other side of the world to come live here.
No.
Not right now anyway.
No.
But be careful and enough of the welfare StreamYard package, okay? Because you never know what might happen.
You never know. All right, let's go through Candace's own words. And don't mind me. This is going to get twisted around and it's going to be Candace had a bad childhood. Candace is an alcoholic. Candace does drugs. I mean, all the things that Candace says she's not, they'll say she is.
Well, as well, other people have bad childhoods. Other people have issues with drugs and alcohol, but other people seem to take responsibility for their life choices at some point and, you know, don't lose 8 kids to the state and don't have a daughter missing and, you know, actually stand up and take responsibility for themselves. I'm sorry, it's just an excuse at the end of the day, in my opinion. Who can say, oh yeah, I had perfect childhood and, you know, my life is absolutely perfect, so I'm going to sit here and say, well, the reason why she did that was because she had a bad life. Other people have bad lives, not other people don't turn into cretinous human beings.
No, they don't. Okay, let's start with this. These are her own words. This is from Criminal. She put all of these together, and it's not even the tip of the iceberg.
Candace Bly, mother of missing Summer Wells, has made some questionable and, in my opinion, quite disturbing appearances online. Let's have a look at 10 of those. Number 1, seemingly not engaging in the search.
FBI, LE, FBI, everybody's already searched that property so much and twisted and turned it over and made a big old mess and all kinds of bullshit. No, I don't know. I just feel like after it's already said and done. So I don't even know.
Why would she not care about the search for her daughter? Wouldn't you be on pins and needles?
Hell yeah. I'd be doing like trawling every single neighborhood until my feet were bleeding. I'd be falling on my knees begging for people to help me find my daughter. I wouldn't be trying on hats and refusing to speak to the police.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
She's like, everybody searched around here. FBI, TBI, everyone's searched. And Benny's
Well, you
asking,
were burly searching and getting drunk. So what about that?
you were burly searching and getting drunk. Benny asked her, well, how long is the search going on this time? You know what? I didn't even know. That's what she said.
Yeah, she was playing Monopoly during one of the searches.
Why would she not be in constant communication with any of the agencies? If you don't trust Hawkins County, then don't.
Mm-hmm.
Then don't. Get a hold of
like 90 some
Right.
agencies involved. There was like 90 odd agencies involved. If she didn't trust one of them, why didn't she go through another one? It really annoys me because people like Brandy Neal have got laws changed since her son has gone missing. She's actually lobbied for and caused changes in the law for when children go missing. It makes my heart break when I hear what Brandy's gone through trying to find Monkey. And here's Candace. No, I was barely searching and getting drunk. I don't trust him. Not helping me.
Not helping me. You've got everyone trying to help you.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone. Hell, you have a national platform. Oh, I feel like I'm being interrogated again. I just want to go home. Well, why did you leave home in the first place? Why did
you walk straight out the studio and go to meet Spider-Man? Because that was the top of your priority list, right?
Yeah. And you stop in Dallas and you meet Benny and you're standing there at the airport smoking a cigarette and you take a picture. I mean, I'm not saying everyone has to look like a glamour shot, but I mean, come on. And look at this. She's like, you know what? I didn't even know they were searching. What do you mean? This is your daughter.
Mm-hmm. What she should have just said, if she was being honest, was, I didn't really care that they were searching. That would have been the truth.
Yeah. You know what? I didn't even know they were searching.
Didn't even care.
You should know. You should be the first one to know. Mm-hmm. We saw one of those lives of hers when she was like ignoring all those phone calls and she's like, I don't know what number that is. I don't know what number that is. I'm like, it could be something about your missing child.
Mm-hmm. And haven't seen the people that she's made friends with since Summer went missing.
We've seen the last 3 years, they come and go.
Yeah, but imagine when Don said she might have just made the wrong friends. I can quite believe she did make the wrong friends, because if the friends she's made since Summer went missing are anything to go by, and the fact that she says things like, oh, an ex-friend built my steps, she's probably got millions of ex-friends, and can you imagine how bad they were?
Mm-hmm.
Disgusting.
It is. You have a missing baby girl. Like I said, when the tip was called in, when a child that resembled Summer Wells a lot in Jonesboro, Arkansas, was called in. And of course, everybody was like, oh, could this be Summer? You don't know. It's like right there. It's not too far from them. You don't know. You just don't know. Her and her mother were not concerned at all.
Right.
No, she could not be bothered. She was having her summer of love with Kathy.
Mm-hmm.
Anonymous True Crime said, why not search then?
I've been searching the first fucking day, man.
Let's talk about the first search. She said, at first she said Summer, it was 2 minutes. Then she said 10 minutes.
Yep.
She said she walked her into the house, told the boys to watch Summer. She went outside to do her immaculate landscaping and fix her mom's knee brace. She came back in, and being the helicopter parent that can't is, the first thing she said was, where's Summer? Oh, she's downstairs playing with her toys. She went down there and started picking up that dirty mattress, blankets, And I mean, anything she could get her hands on. Then she walked out. These are her words. Walked out of the basement door, looked to the right, looked down, because she said Summer would sit there and play with her toys by herself. And then from there, we don't know. TBI pinned Dawn down and said, we need a good timeline for the day. We know she left twice that day. They must have got her on camera somewhere or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing the investigation. But
She drove down there faster than Jodie Sue can fly, according to her.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she said in that other video that we just literally watched. I drove down there faster than she can fucking fly.
Yeah. And then before, she said Jodie Sue wasn't anywhere around.
No.
I mean, she had two different stories in those two clips.
Mm-hmm.
But people will drum it up and say, oh, it's because, she's got wet brain. She does drugs. Okay.
And why are they making that excuse for her? I'm sorry, but why? Is it because they think that, Summer's not important? Or why are they making these excuses for this poor excuse of a human being that calls herself a mother?
I don't know. I do not know. Got to take a second and tell Angel P and Still Waters, thank you so much for the gifted memberships. You guys are too much. She was searching the first effing day, man.
Well, was that before or after she was trying to
First day, the second day. I've been looking and searching everywhere.
Number 2, claiming she knows something that she can't say.
There's a whole bunch of stuff I can say. But now there's a whole bunch of stuff I can't say because it would jeopardize my life.
She did say there's a lot she can say, but it will jeopardize her life. Now, her friends, and she didn't have enough, she didn't have very many of those, whether she thinks she does or not. She doesn't.
And that's not really surprising.
If you're her friend, wouldn't you say, hang on, this is not funny?
Mm-hmm.
They're saying, no, she was vulnerable and she'll say anything just to get people off the phone. You know how easy it is for me to get people off the phone? I just don't answer.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let me ask everyone in chat. Would you worry about your own life if you knew something? Or would you be more worried about your child's life? Because it would jeopardize my life. There's a whole thing. There's a whole lot I can't say. Just like when she told Ernie. She said, we're going live in 2 days and I'm going to tell everything.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
She's always been like this, though, isn't it? Like, ever since day one, she's basically put herself first. If she really genuinely didn't know where Summer was and was genuinely upset and distressed about it, then she would have no problem saying whatever she had to say to get Summer back. But don't worry about the jeopardy to Summer's life, will you? Don't worry about the jeopardy to anybody. You just worry about your own freaking life.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's so important. You're so important, Candace. You're like, the world's #1 person. You have your own gravitational pull.
Mm-hmm.
Who the hell cares about your life? It isn't about you, in case you didn't fucking realise by now.
Mm-hmm.
It's about Summer. Just stop playing the fucking idiot and just tell the truth. And then that way, not only will the focus be taken off of all of your bullshit and all of the bullshit that you caused, but actually justice might actually arrive for your daughter. What about that? Oh, she makes me so mad.
Me too. Cooperation would help. Telling what you know would help.
Mm-hmm.
And these people that are taking up for child abusers, that might help too. I mean, I can't tell you how many people I want to pull their woman card so quick and just say, you know what? You can go pee in the backyard. You can't sit on the potty anymore. No, you can't. You cannot be a real woman if you honestly are taking up for her and her behavior.
Sickening. You know,
I mean,
not a one of them in that whole family. I'm not talking about the kids. I'm talking about the adults in that family. Not a one of them has done a decent thing since the 15th of June. Not one single person in that adult in that family has done one decent thing at all.
well, if you're not a member before, you're damn sure a member now. What in the hell? Phil 413. Sorry, I'm stopped up. She gifted 50 Crime Lines and Lies memberships.
Wow.
We love you, Phil. Thank you so much. You know, but we're just here for clicks and views, right? I need a video that says that. A little, soundbite. Clicks and views. Clicks and views. Clicks and views. Look at Real Rock and Robin. She said, not a real mother. That's a fact. That is a fact. Other people that want to defend and defend and defend and defend. One is LKR.
Yep.
This is what she said on her community tab. She said, in my opinion, Brooks of Crime Lines and Lies cemented her position in the tragedy pimp category yesterday by giving longtime conman and liar Ernest Maxwell a platform. If anyone saw the show on Wednesday, they saw Candace's own words.
Yep. And the only reason that you had Ernie on was because it was Ernie that she was talking to in her own words.
I wouldn't have Ernie on unless we know that he'd been talking to her.
Yep.
I'm not going to have Ernie on because I want to do some half-ass A&E biography.
Clicks and views and all that rubbish.
She knew exactly what she was doing. I guess she and her husband being close personal friends with Stacey Wandra paid off. She followed it up with this. Word on the streets is that similar to Daisy and the Rose Bly debacle, Brooks was told that this was a bad move and all lies. But money is money. To spread this crap in Summer's name is so irresponsible. Hey, look, Lisa K. Ruitz, you genius. This is Summer's mother's words.
Yep.
She spent a lot of time with Ernie, with Benny, with Cam, with Allie, with a ton of people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not here to vouch for their character. I'm going through what she said to them.
And you're also not the type of person that's going to go, oh, you told me it was a bad move? Oh, well, I better not do it then, because it might upset you if I do it then.
Well, let's talk about this part first. We're going to pick Lisa K. Ruitz for a second.
Okay.
I guess she and her husband, why is my husband being brought into this? Because we are not personal friends with Stacey Wandra.
Hell no.
Then you have Daisy saying that I had feelings for him. Let me explain my feelings for Stacey Wandra. They are that of hatred.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can only imagine. I would not piss on that guy if he was burning to death.
He is disgusting. Daisy saying I was paying for hotels for him. Yeah, he got 2 Jimmy John sandwiches. Yeah. And that was because he was supposedly waiting on Morgan Romero to get him sandwiches. After she had the news station pick him up from the hospital because he kept faking pneumonia and shit.
Yeah.
and bring him back to the homeless shelter, and he sat out there.
Mm-hmm. Now, is she saying that Morgan Romero is also personal friends with Stacey Wanderer because she sat the opposite end of a bench to him because she couldn't take the smell and interviewed him? So that, by her standards, must mean that Morgan Romero is also a really good personal friend of Stacey Wanderer, right?
Oh, I would
Because
think.
apparently you can't talk to somebody unless you're a personal friend with them.
Yeah.
Mind you, she should know. She's personal friends with pretty much everybody.
I mean, they don't even listen to anything. Yeah, I had Stacey on. You know why? Because I absolutely care deeply about the case of Michael Vaughn.
Exactly.
And I knew he would say something. And guess what? He did. Now, I'm sorry it's not on the DA's timeline, but there was a lot that was put in there. I'm not the DA.
Nope.
I can't go forward with charges. I can't do it. So for these people going, well, if you did such good work, then how come they just didn't go arrest them all at once? How come they just don't go ahead and put them on trial? It doesn't work that way. I'm not in that business.
Well, again, it goes back to the 8th grade civics class, doesn't it? And people's, arresting people that when they still need to build a case against them and when the clock starts and all of that kind of stuff that even I understand as a backwoods English woman. It's not just as simple as, oh, we saw this on YouTube, so now that person should be arrested. It doesn't work like that. Duh.
Hell, a suspect can confess and they still have to prove it.
Exactly.
But the paralegal / UPS delivery driver, who's also the attorney supposedly for Christopher Larson, knows everything. And she's bringing my husband into this?
Mm-hmm.
You've got to be kidding me. These people are out of their goddamn minds.
Yep.
I mean, how much time do you have on your hands to honestly drag my husband into something saying that we are personal friends?
Mm-hmm.
With that piece of fat shit that he makes me sick. This is what actually, you know what? This dude is better looking than Stacey Wanderer.
Can you take the thing off the screen, Bricks?
Oh, shoot. That would work.
Have you got us as an overlay?
Oh, it went in the wrong spot. Okay, let's forget what you heard.
We didn't hear.
Okay. Okay, let's go back to this. I'm going to call my husband in a second because he knows who she is. Because I mean, she's been around since the Long Hoax days, and
he's in that.
She said, I guess she and her husband being close personal friends with Stacey Wanderer paid off. So she followed it up with this. Word on the streets is that similar to Daisy and the Rose Bly debacle, I have no idea what that's about, nor do I care. Brooks was told this was a bad move. By who? I do not exactly have advisors. I'm talking about what Candace is saying.
Yep.
Is Candace not an intricate part of her daughter's disappearance? Was she not there on June 15th?
Was she not the last adult person to lay eyes on Summers that day? Yeah, I'd say that makes her quite important. But, just makes you a tragedy pimp, I guess.
Been called worse. To spread this crap in Summers' name is so irresponsible. And really, it's interfering with the case.
Really? How do you know?
I know.
Is that what her FBI agent told her, is it?
Oh, I know. Remember when she told you the FBI was coming to see you in Tilly?
Yeah, he was coming over to England to talk to me about watching a video that was behind a paywall. That's what the FBI man was coming. I had like a real nice little negligee ready. Like I had a cake baked. I had the tea ready, like a proper English cup of tea. I'm standing waiting by my door for the FBI agent, all like made up and proper and that. And he never arrived. The FBI never came to England to talk to me about a video that was behind a paywall. Can you believe that?
I know. I couldn't believe it. That was all about that Critical K interview with one of Candace's friends.
Yeah, Ziggy Valero or whatever it was.
Yeah, and she was having a shit fit about that.
Yeah, she really was.
Because, I mean, I remember you and Tilly were asking me about the FBI, and I'm like, no, I don't think they're concerned about, the $1 paywall, but that's just my opinion. But anyway.
So sad, Brooks. Honestly, I really was looking forward to meeting a real life FBI agent, the one that talks to Lisa K. Ruetz like all the time. I was looking forward to him turning up at my door. I was so ready for that, like so ready for it. I was proper ready, and he didn't come, and I was very upset about it.
Oh, me too. Dragonfly.
You wait until Daisy will be talking about that now.
Dragonfly goes, LOL, she threatened you with the FBI? Yeah, you can tell the story better than me, because I was like, is this really going on? And then she had to be removed from Discord because she was telling people this stuff.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like, so I obviously live in England, and there was a video that, who was it? Critical K put up on Patreon. And it was a video about Ziggy Valero's opinion about what Candace had apparently said to her that happened to Summer. And someone sent it to me, and I watched it and then asked Lisa, because at the time we were on speaking terms and I didn't really know who she was. And I asked her about it, and she was like, that's very important. The FBI will definitely need to know about this. I'm going to speak to them. And then she came back and said, the FBI are going to come and visit you to talk about this video that you watched that was on Critical K's Patreon. And so, yeah, that was the story. I got proper ready for the FBI, like proper tightened myself up and everything. And he never got on a flight. He never got on a flight and came to England. Can you believe it? Real lack of care and understanding there from the FBI, I feel. They missed out. I would have given them proper English hospitality. Do you know what I mean? Brooks is muted. Why am I the only one talking? She's still muted, so I'm just going to carry on talking about it because...
I'm sorry, I was enjoying your story because it was absolutely ridiculous. And then, you called me and you're like, telling me all this stuff. And I was like, what? Then I see the screenshot from your direct message. And I'm like, has she lost it? Then Tilly is telling me something. And I'm like, now, hold on. Yeah. It's not the FBI is not going to track down any British people because they are watching something behind a paywall. Got to be kidding me.
Especially not something like that. I mean, if it was something really sketchy or really illegal or really dodgy, then yeah, I might have been able to understand it. But it was more for me, it was just about the disappointment of not getting to meet a real FBI agent. But you can't have everything in life.
I know, but I mean, at one time you were like going, what is going on? Did I do something wrong? I don't know American laws. And so I'm like, this is not going to work. And she kept wanting her friend Sandra put in there. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Oh, Sandra, she's the Irish one, isn't she?
I don't know who she is. I can't remember now.
Oh, yeah, I remember her really well.
But anyway, according to her, and this is public, she's saying that me and my husband are personal friends with a suspect in Michael Vaughn's case. So I'm just going to ask all of you in here. We did this yesterday, and it was overwhelming what people said. Put a 1 in the chat if I should get legal action against her. It would actually have to go against YouTube because it's their platform. Or put a 2 in the chat if I should leave it alone. I'm going to give you guys a few seconds.
Do we get the Jeopardy music?
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Do.
Anya Allen said 1. Yeah. Personal friends with that piece of shit. You've got to be kidding me. And my husband.
Yeah, you know what I'd say to that? I would say receipts or it didn't happen. She's always banging on about showing receipts, showing receipts, showing receipts. You show receipts then. You're going to say something like that. And in fact, if you took legal action, she'd have to produce the receipts, wouldn't she, to prove that she was right. So, yeah, I'd say go for it. She ain't got no receipts. Just slandering you for no apparent reason and claiming she's the victim, as per usual.
Yeah, show how in the hell would I even know this piece of shit?
All right.
I have my receipts to when he reached out to me on email and gave me his phone number, and he said he wanted to tell his side of the story.
Yep.
And I said, okay, if it helps Michael's case, it helps Michael's case. And that was pretty much it. All right, so she said to spread this crap in Summer's name. It's interfering with the case. Imagine all the people calling TBI, but she can call the FBI with nothing because she doesn't know anyone. She doesn't talk to suspects. With this 3-year-old discredited info. It's not 3 years old if you do your research. It's from April of 2022.
Yeah.
Anyway, discredited info. What's sad is that a few newcomers actually believed. Who cares about the newcomers? Who cares about them?
The sad thing is, a few newcomers don't know who you are yet, Lisa K. Ruitz, but they will.
What are you worried about them for? Well, what we're talking about, there is no statute of limitations on whatever happened to Summer. So there's, I mean, it's out there for public consumption.
And also what you played was Candace's own words, just going back to 3-year-old discredited info. She's talking about because it came from Ernie, but what you were playing was what Candace said. Evidently a comprehension problem there.
Ernie is a seasoned liar and con man from way back, and even brazen enough to try to rip off cops. He's been, hang on.
Kind of wish Ernie would come back so I could ask him if he went to high school with Lisa K. Ruitz.
Oh, she knows everything about him. I need better glasses. He's even brazen enough to try to rip off cops. He's been trying to peddle his story for 3 years now and never found anyone desperate enough for content to vouch for him until now. The tree isn't any secret spot. Well, then where is it, Lisa? Then where is it? Where is it?
All she knows is that it was 13 exact minutes of swimming on that day, and the exact 13 minutes.
Except for in his mind. Okay, well then why did Allie say she had always wondered where the spot was that Candace was talking about? And like right here, here's another genius. Here she is. They were only swimming from 12:21 to 12:34. Now, how in the world, unless Hunter was talking to her or somebody had a stopwatch with them, how would Lisa know that they were only in the water for that many minutes?
I said it yesterday, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. There's only one way on earth you are going to know that, and that is if you were there. And if you weren't there, then you don't know that. So why are you putting out that with no receipts? Why are you always having a go at everyone else about putting stuff out that have no receipts, you've got 33,000 screenshots, and this is the best you've got in terms of receipts.
The only way I'm only in the water for that long is if I have to get out to pee.
Yeah.
Then we have this. He says, I do know everything that happened in Rose's case. I've talked to people who were there. Well, who was there? If you know people who were there, then it would be solved.
Yeah.
You weren't there.
It is solved, though, according to her.
Oh, it's solved, according to her.
Yeah, but she just can't tell us who did it because then she'd have to kill us or something. Rubbish like that.
Yeah. I've talked to people who were there. You weren't there when Summer went missing. So by your thinking, you know nothing about Summer's case. But you're saying you've talked to people that were there when Rose went missing.
Yeah, I feel like they're part of her imaginary friend circle. You know, all of these people that she says she's friends with, like in every single case that's ever happened in the whole of the history of America. I feel like they were probably the people that she spoke to who were there. I lose the will to live with this one, I tell you.
I'm telling you. Let's go back to Candace's words.
Listen good.
She said it would jeopardize, because she's important. Lisa is not. She said it would jeopardize her life if she told what she knew.
Number 3. The Dr. Phil Show.
You know what happened to Summer? Do you know who killed Summer? No, I'm not going all the way. I can't do this. Alright, which one did you were doing? Out with me. Out with me. Out with me.
So charming. It's so charming. So charming. It's not helping me. It's not helping me. It's not helping me.
I'll search for 2 days.
I'll search for 2 days. Not helping me.
It'll jeopardize my life.
You know, and I don't care what, this one person said, saying that I just make fun of the underprivileged. Bullshit. Let me tell you, mother to mother, I can tell you right now, there is no way I would turn down this help. That's the reason I got so pissed about Seth Rogers, who did not go to CrimeCon, which was 10 minutes away from him.
Yep.
10 minutes away.
Yep, wouldn't go. Just for the people at the back. He didn't go to CrimeCon, okay? Just saying. Before that argument starts up again.
Well, I mean, if you want all this help, I mean, who are you going to trust? Some guy from Grand Lake, Oklahoma, or people there that can really help you? I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I don't think it's right when she's been offered like help that other families and other people with missing children have to jump through hoops and go tick every box and dot every I and cross every single T to get to this point. And she gets that help offered to her on a plate and sits there going, "You're not helping me.
Not helping me."
Well, guess what? It's not helping Summer either, is it? Having an egg donor in your form, it's not helping her. But no, you just carry on thinking about your sorry self.
Oh, I agree.
Sad.
Number 4. Being suspicious of her husband.
When you talk to Don, does he show that sort of passion about his missing daughter? Does he care that much, or is it just about a lot of go? Kinda. A little bit. Not much. Did Don have any deals that you was unaware of that may have included your daughter, maybe? No, I don't know. I can't answer that. Okay. No, I don't know. I can't answer that. Okay. Is he hurt because of Summer, or is he hurt because he's in jail? What do you think? I can't really tell, honestly. I mean, are you 150?
Well, if she's not sure about her husband and it's not helping her, why doesn't she communicate and cooperate with law enforcement?
Exactly. I think it's one of these situations where, personally, it's just my personal opinion, I don't honestly feel like Don did end Summer's life, for example. I feel like Candace did. And every time they ask her questions about Don, she's like, "Oh yeah, no, that could be possible. Oh, I don't know, maybe, yeah, maybe," trying to deflect on him. And he's like, no, she would never do anything like that. She would never do anything like that. So I kind of feel like the only thing she's doing by putting any blame of any sort on Don is deflecting from herself. Again, it's to protect herself.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, with all this breaking down and oh, help me, I don't want to talk to the police. But is this helping her when she's at the gas station and she's playing coin pusher?
She can't even win at coin pusher, can she? Let's be honest.
Oh, I had people coming after me going, are you kidding me? There's $100 bills in there. Are you kidding me? I mean, does that look like it's helping Summer? I guess that's helping her.
Yeah.
Because she was playing that damn game.
Yep,
And
she
people
does.
will say she's got those apps on her phone where she gambles. She goes and she plays coin pusher. So, I mean, what do we have going on here?
Yeah, and so like we're all supposed to again feel sorry for her because she's got special needs, she's an alcoholic and she's addicted to gambling, and how the hell does that help find Summer?
Mhm.
Because we all feel sorry for her. So what is their point? I don't get it. Like, woe is Candace.
Yeah.
I actually feel sorry for Candace. And when I said that I don't think Don did end Summer's life, that's exactly what I mean. I don't think that Don's not involved, because I do think that he knows something either after the fact or during the fact or something. Whoever emailed you earlier and said that the last time I said that Don was innocent is just a joke, because he's not innocent of anything.
No.
Especially the stuff that he's admitted to out of his own mouth. Hear me now. Hear me now. I said what I said. Thank you. Just to set the record straight.
Sec to none said Common Sense 101, exactly. Guilty people avoid the LE like the plague. I have been missing you, Sec to none. I'm glad you are back.
Hey.
Glad you are back. Angel P is going to start taking up coin pusher. You know, P's in the pod. She's the captain of our coin pusher team. We're trying to make an Olympic sport.
Oh yeah, that would be great, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to enter that, to be fair, because I'm much better at it than Candace is. Just saying. I got mad coin pusher skills, trust me.
But Dr. Phil's not helping her. But there she is in front of the damn coin pusher.
Yep.
You've got to be kidding me.
Percent convinced that Don had absolutely nothing to do with.
Man, I'm not 150% of chance of anything doing with this. I don't know. I can't tell you.
Can't tell you.
Let's talk about the word this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back a little bit. I want to talk about the word this.
Okay.
Anything doing with this.
Anybody, anything doing with this. This is a situation. This is picking up a bag of groceries. This is mowing your yard. Your missing daughter is not a this.
Ugh. It's so tacky. Like, it's properly just trashy to even say that.
Ted said Candace has a child mentality. She barely remembers being a mother. She remembers the kids, but it's like they're with their parents. It's hard to explain. It's like a child having a child.
Still no excuse. I'm sorry. She's had 7 chances at it.
Yeah.
I've got to mute for a second because I've got to feed the cats, but I'll be right back.
I don't know. I can't tell you.
Okay.
Because I don't know.
Do you have any suspicion ever?
I have a lot of suspicion. I have a problem with Allie, Jose, Jody Sue, Andy, Donnie. I mean, I can list a whole bunch.
She gave out a ton of names. Hey, Jinbug. She gave out a ton of names of people she suspects, but she was the one at home. Why would she suspect Donnie if Donnie was at work? She told everyone Don was at work. She said that on WJHL. He was at work. She told Hunter he is at work and he's got the boys with him. She has told everyone he was at work. But then she tells Jenna he was home at 3. She tells other people he was home all day. What is it? I know right now, if anybody wants to break in, it's just myself and my cat here. The front door is unlocked. I know exactly what's going on. This has nothing to do with mentality. I'll agree to disagree with Pez. This has nothing to do, this is my opinion, with mentality. It has to do with manipulation. There's a big difference.
Well, she's damn good at it as well. She's like a seasoned pro at it.
Number 5. She had to put Summer on the side.
You know, and I don't like saying this, and I don't want to say this at all, but I have to put her on the side and worry about the boys because they're still here, it's still living, it's still in foster care, and I don't want to do that.
Oh, that was the most sus thing she ever said. They're still here and they're still living. Ugh.
They're still living, so she's got to put Summer to the side. Now, how basic do you have to be to not understand? Exactly. Avi said they're still living.
Yeah, that's what she
They're
said.
still living. I mean, Daisy said in her chat the other day, Candace says she's dead. Jinbug, they're still living, so she knows Summer is gone.
Mm-hmm.
What a pathetic thing to say.
Well, and also it's another version to me of when she tells on herself.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the stuff that she said since day one, in my opinion, when she sat on that WJHL interview and said, "It smothers me." That was, to me, that was the first time that she told on herself. People can say, "Oh yeah, well you don't know that happened, you don't know that happened," but there's been so many other cases where they speak in these kind of hyperbolic terms about things, where it's come out that that's exactly what happened. When they find the child or they find the person that's been missing all of that time, they find out that the things that the suspects said out of their own mouths is actually what happened to that child or to those children or whoever it is what they say out of their mouths. And she said, "It smothers me." She said, "The boys are still living." Like, all of these things since the beginning just adds up. To me, it just says exactly what happened to Summer.
I'm not buying it, said I agree with Kat. Let me ask you guys something in here. Do you think, now you've heard Candace's own words. You've heard her, not all of them, because there's a lot to go through. There's a lot to go through, her conversations with Ernie. Do you believe that she told Ernie about what happened that day, and that's the reason she said we'll go live in 2 days? Or do you think he's making it up? Now, we've heard the phone call when she was like, "I'm going to get with you in 2 days and we're going to go live." Do you believe that she told Ernie, her own words? Put a 1 in chat if you believe she said these things. Put a 2 in if you don't think so. Broken Golf Doll said, "I think she was close to telling him." I do too.
See, the thing is, I guess what I feel about it is, even if she had told him, even if she had said something to him, she says so many different things to so many different people that I don't even know whether I would have believed it was the truth or not. Because the only way whatever's happened to Summer is going to be proved is when they find Summer. That's the only way it's ever going to be proved. Whatever she says, I don't believe, because she's told so many different lies and told so many different stories. The only way any of it will ever be proved to be true or false is if and when they find Summer.
Well, and let's face it, even if after those 2 days she would have opened up, he would have gotten a version.
Exactly. He would have still gotten a version out of her mouth, which, you know, you can take with a grain of salt some of the stuff she said, and other stuff it blows up because it's like so shocking and so extreme. I mean, this is the same woman that was phoning Mary going, they're taking Donnie away.
Mhm.
You know, how realistically can you believe anything she says anyway?
Yeah,
You know,
she lied.
Ernie would have put out what she said to him, right? And that doesn't make Ernie a liar. It makes Candace a liar because she said it, right? These are her words that she said. So Ernie, even if he repeated the story that Candace told him, it would be true that Candace told him that. That doesn't make it true that that's actually what happened.
And let's talk about what we've learned over the years with people that have things to hide. The truth is in there somewhere.
Yeah.
They're not going to spill their guts.
No.
Unless they're just threatened to do so.
Mm-hmm.
They're just not going to. You get snippets, and then that gives investigators something to go off of.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Even then, it's been 3 years, and everything she said has come to nothing in terms of every story she's told, everything she's ever said about Summer's case from day one has not resulted in her being arrested. Therefore, that makes me think that the police know that she's full of fucking shit.
Well, and my question is to people that are friends with her and friends with Dawn. You know, there is a new agent on the case. Some people say he's just a new person in a video. Hey, whatever. Okay, okay, I didn't realize they paid actors at the TBI.
Yeah.
Has Dawn or Candace asked for a meeting with Josh Melton?
Have they fuck? Hell no, they haven't.
Have they reached out? The number's right here, 800 TBI find. I guarantee they would take their call real damn quick.
Mm-hmm.
Have they reached out to the new person in the video to say, can we sit down and go through everything and try to get this solved?
I mean, I don't know for a fact, but I'm just going to say, hell no, they haven't. Did they do it before, or did they stop cooperating?
I mean, if Don's telling the truth, he said they haven't talked to law enforcement in a year. I'd be calling every day. That's their jobs. They are public servants. That's what our tax dollars go for.
Yeah.
And so this new face in the video, why would you not be calling TBI saying, I need to talk to this guy?
Right. And it's even more infuriating because it's your daughter. Like, it's their daughter, and they just have no shits to give.
Mm-hmm.
Their field of fucks have runneth dry.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the worst thing about it all is. I don't care that they don't like. I'm not buying it. Said Brooks is cat an FBI agent in disguise. She's so on point. I can categorically deny that I am an FBI agent. But that's hilarious. Thank you.
Welcome, pretty sweet pea. And I mean, there was other things that she was doing with Kathy. I mean, she had an OnlyFans.
Oh, gross. So gross.
No, she did.
So gross. I don't even want that mental imagery in my head, thanks.
I mean, we've all seen the pictures. I mean, they were shared by Kathy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, people are just going to say, oh, because she was used by Kathy. Listen, the victim train is done, Candace.
Yeah, for real.
You call the TBI and you talk to the new agent and you go through everything start to finish. You talk about everybody you've ever met, everyone that's been on that hill, exactly what you were doing that day. And then after that, get out of everyone's face.
Number 6. Pranking
Mary.
Hello? Hey, Mary. Hey. What's going on, Candace?
They just took Donnie away.
Who did?
The police.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, honey. I feel so bad for you. Well, did Donnie ever come into some money that you knew about or anything?
About $80,000. I don't know.
$80,000 would buy a bathroom door.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna kill him.
That's not your fault, Candace, okay? Do you think he had something to do with Summer's disappearance? In my heart, I don't. Wow. Okay. It's top secret again. Go away, know where my babies are. I know, Candace, right? Don't worry about your boys because your boys are safe. And try not to worry about Summer because she's out there. I believe she's still out there, okay? I don't know. I wish I knew. Candace, I wish I knew where she was. But I believe that she's still out there and she's going to find her way home. I really do.
Maybe I'm in the minority here. I felt horrible for Mary being pranked like this because, emotions are heightened, and you've already got Mary and Jeannie and a few other family members that haven't come forward talking to the TBI saying what Dawn had done to them.
Yeah.
And this is the most action, if you want to know the truth, this is the most action I've ever seen Dawn and Candace make. And that's when they tried to scare Mary from talking. What they didn't know is that Mary would call other people who would find out real quick it was a lie.
Yeah.
And the next day they were like, oh, we're fine. We're just outside, taking care of the yard. It's raining, but we're out here taking care of the yard. And I'm like, are you kidding me? What are you, a chicken? Why are you outside in the rain?
Yeah. And the horrible thing about that was it was in direct retaliation for the conversations that Jeannie was having with the police about what Don eventually admitted to anyway, in terms of what he did to her when she was 5 years old. That was what it was in retaliation for. And it was absolutely nothing to do with finding Summer. It was about punishing Mary and Jeannie and trying to scare them from telling the truth. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. And you've got a missing child, and the best thing that you can do is this pathetic act that you put on.
Oh, I agree.
Shameful.
It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I just don't even know what grinds their gears. I have no idea.
Attention. Being infamous. I mean, making money off of appearances on different shit shows.
Mm-hmm.
There's literally there's nothing else for them except notoriety, in my opinion. That's all they're after. I mean, like Don's saying he wanted to write a movie, do a movie, saying how he had all this love, and then at the end it was all going to be for his church and all of that stupidness. The whole coalition with Tim Mullins and all of this drama, it's purely for attention, notoriety, and I don't really know what else, because it isn't about finding Summer. It never has been, not since day one, not to this day.
No, it can't be. I mean, it honestly can't be.
Nope.
I mean, not for them anyway.
Well, if any of their stupid business was going to find Summer, then Summer would be found by now. But the fact is, all they're doing is trying to throw people off the scent all the time. Because the more crazy they act, the less likely they are to ever face charges. They've thrown so many red herrings in the way of this investigation. No one else has done that. They've done that themselves.
But then you have idiots that say, well, can't the police figure it out? Evidence.
Mm-hmm. And guess who's been messing with the evidence since day one? That would be Don, Candace, and Grandis. The three suspects in the case have been destroying evidence, moving evidence, changing evidence, and planting evidence since day one. Who's been at the center of it is Don, Candace, and Grandis.
Exactly. Hello, Blackwing Paranormal.
Actually, I think that's probably why, in my opinion, I don't ever know if there will be any justice in this case. even if they arrest, at this point, even if they arrested Don, Candace, or Grandis, at this point, I think it would be so screwed by all of the stuff that's happened in the last 3 years with them three that they wouldn't even be able to secure a conviction. That's just how I feel. Because of all the shit that they've pulled in the meantime.
In the meantime, exactly. While their daughter is missing.
Yeah.
Number 7. The time she didn't quite look all right.
Subject on so many different topics like kindness, caring, peace, happiness, support, etc. I am learning through this all the hate.
Now, when I talked to Don a little bit after when he got out of jail, he had a new Facebook page and he was like re-adding, other people or whatever. And I was like, why can't you see the boys anymore? And this could be a common scenario. I mean, you see Candace right there with a cigarette burn in Don's shorts.
Mm-hmm.
And he said because her stroke was acting up. And she called the nursing home. Not the nursing home, I'm sorry. God. The foster home.
Mm-hmm.
The foster parents to talk to one of the children. Not going to say which one. And they called CPS and said she was drunk. But he said that was her stroke acting up.
Mm.
Does this look like a stroke acting up to you? Look at it again.
Subject on so many different topics like kindness, caring, peace, happiness, support, etc. I am learning through this all the hate.
No. That don't look like no stroke to me. That looks like some kind of overdose from some rugs situation.
Rugs situation, exactly. And people were calling, look at those numbers in the phone. My goodness. And then people were calling 911, get to 110 Ben Hill Road, do this, do that. And then Dawn said she had a mini stroke. That's what we were told. That's not a mini stroke. Your stroke doesn't act up. Either you're having a stroke or you're not. But this was a mini stroke and they didn't take her to the hospital.
No.
You know why? Because they knew she was just 3 sheets to the wind and she was going to bed.
Yep.
But you know what? I'm honestly not going to say anything about that. She can do whatever she wants to do in her own house, except for abuse her children and animals.
Yeah,
and
right.
we've seen all of the above over the years. I mean, besides all of us in here, I think we have 490 people in here right now. I know we haven't forgotten, but has anyone on the outside outside of here, forgotten about the abuse to the animals they have?
I can never forget that. Not in a million years could I ever forget what I heard about the abuse of those animals. Never. Never.
No. Thank you. I'm not buying it. She just gifted 1 Crime Lines and Lies membership. You all know how I'm about animals.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
me.
I have 3 grown sons. I mean, I might cuss them up one side and down the other because they're grown men now. But we know OJ runs the house. And I still want to know what the hell Green Eyes is talking about, wanting to know who OJ really is.
Who is OJ really? Hashtag.
Who is OJ really, Brooks? That fucking black furry bastard is laying on our coffee table and he'll go and act like he can't even get up while watching Jungle Book or Lion King
or Jaws.
Or Jaws. And I have to bring snacks to him and put them right in front of him while he watches his movies.
I saw that earlier. Like, he was properly enjoying those kitty kibble.
Yeah, he's, I don't know what to do with him. Look at that. Katie said, OJ is the sweetest cat ever. Well, he is until he paws at your face at 3 a.m. Tells you it's time for him to eat. Yeah, he really is. Stroke acting up my ass.
Yeah, right.
Number 8. I'm effing awesome.
Maybe trying to scare you guys to stay quiet. I just want to, you don't have to answer anything, just say either no, sure, we're okay, or...
Wow.
Who would say I'm effing awesome?
Only Candace.
I'm effing awesome.
Fucking something.
Your children are in a foster home where you can't see them every day.
Mm-hmm. She's been like listening to some kind of positive affirmation tape where she has to stand in front of a mirror and tell herself she's fucking awesome 10 times a day or something.
Your daughter is missing. Now, I know some people say Candace just does not understand true emotions and bonding with people. Well, she does. She does understand bonding with people if she hears the Cash App signal. She gets that. If someone is doing something for Candace, she totally gets it. Well, what about Don? What is wrong with him? That he doesn't understand what is going on with his wife. What is wrong with Don Wells that he cannot sit his wife down and say, can you please level with me and tell me exactly what was going on June 15th of 2021? Can you please explain to me why this house, while I'm working all the time, working my ass off, as he says, one of the top 10 drywallers in America, why can he not sit down with his wife and say, can you explain to me why this place looks like shit? Can you explain to me why when you make spaghetti, it's noodles, ketchup, and hot dogs?
Can you explain to me why people are saying that you wore baloney underwear for Ernie?
Yeah. Can you explain to me why you wanted a strange man to roll up a piece of bologna and dip it in you? Can you explain any of these things to me? So, are they both
retarded?
I don't know. I can't figure it out.
I think either they're completely codependent, which actually probably fits what we know about them quite well, and they completely rely on each other for their fixes and their drunken rants and attention and everything else, or genuinely neither of them gives an absolute crap about the reality of their situation. Neither of them actually cares that all of their kids have been taken away from them, that Summer's missing for 3 years, that their house is a shithole, that they just genuinely do not care, or they're completely codependent and rely on each other for that shit, because there don't seem to be any in between with these two at all.
And I would hate to see the homes of the people that take up for them. I would hate to see it, because you have 2 grown women while Don is supposedly working his ass off. You've got 3 boys and a little girl that know how to pick up after themselves.
Yep.
Let me tell you something right now. I'm not saying you can eat off my floor, but it's damn sure neat and tidy.
Yep. Well, don't forget as well, there was another fully grown adult living with them at the property at the time when Summer disappeared, and that was Grandy, or whatever her name is that she likes to be called.
Grandis, yeah. You've got Grandis and Candace there during the day. You're telling me they don't know how to clean up?
And then supposedly with their social services due to, or CPS, whatever they're called, due to come back on the 16th of June, they take Summer out for the day and leave the boys there to clean the house. Nobody in, nobody out. They were at home cleaning the house. Yeah, sure they were.
They've been trying to split us up, actually.
That's fucked up. Oh, because they think that if they do that, then one of you will turn on each other.
Bye.
Number 9. Appearing to be more interested in having a good time than talking about Summer. Number 10. Her social media posts.
You told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away.
We don't know yet if Candace had anything to do with her daughter's disappearance, but in my opinion, I think she knows what happened. What do you think? Thanks for watching.
Yeah, I think she knows what happened. Damn right she does.
Please check out Criminal because I love how she puts these together. And to get back to what's gone on the last few nights on YouTube, which is ridiculous, Britt said, put you in a trunk and help people look for you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Our girl, Whistle While You Lurk, almost said work, something together, which do you guys have time for this?
Oh yeah, for real.
Because I absolutely have to give her some props because she has done amazing.
And I'll tell you what, I've talked to Don. Dee Dee's been around Don, and never have we ever heard Don say anything out of the way that would lead people to think that he was a pervert. And I've been around a lot of perverts in my day, and I can pick one out of nowhere. But Don Wells,
excuse me?
say that right now. Hey, Pippa, he is not. He's been portrayed to be, but he is not.
Well, he said he is.
On that property in any way, you all. In any way. If Summer would have passed away, the cadaver dogs would have picked up 18 seconds. 18 seconds. Look it up. After a person dies, their scent picks up. They have a specific scent. You know why? Because, Candace, exactly. There's been cadaver dogs all on that property, you all. So in that car, on that property, everywhere. If Summer would have passed away 18 seconds after she would have passed away, those cadaver dogs would have picked up the scent. Those cadaver dogs never picked up a scent, y'all. Candace still has all kinds of stuff. Candace has everything. Where are you getting the information from? Exactly. Candace showed us up here, y'all. Candace showed us all of Summer's clothes and toys. She's even got a little book with Summer's birth certificate and her pictures. And
she has no reason to believe Don's a pervert.
Sorry, I have every reason to believe that Don's a pervert. You know why? Because he told us he is. Because he said it out of his own mouth. She was 5, she instigated it. But I was a child too, man. But she instigated it.
Okay, Daisy said she has no reason to believe that Don is a pervert, and she's been around lots of perverts. Okay, I don't know
me either.
I don't know your lifestyle, Daisy, but I really haven't been around any. Call me a prude, but I haven't. Let's look at this that Don said.
About getting raped on her 18th birthday.
As soon as she turned 18, he raped her on her 18th birthday.
Jesus.
Yeah, because he knew once she turned 18, there wasn't a whole lot she could do about it or whatever. On her 18th fucking birthday. Pretty crazy. There was things she could do, but she didn't go crying. She don't go crying and for all attention and blah, blah, blah. She dealt with it.
This is him talking about his own daughter.
Yeah, she just sucked it up, right, Don?
Mm-hmm. And you give her props.
Yeah.
She just dealt with it. But Daisy's saying she has no reason to believe he's a pervert.
Mm-hmm.
That is one of the worst things, not going to lie, I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, just sickening.
And everything.
So as a father, you're not going to want to do everything you can to protect her and go there and do something to the guy that actually did that to your daughter. You're just going to say, well, you know, she didn't go to the police. She just sucked it up.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess it depends on who's the one that actually did something to her when she was 18.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know. I think they're streaming Brooke, so I don't care if she uses my stuff to stream Brooke, like to go after Brooke. I just don't want her going after Candace and Don. But the thing of the matter is that leave Don and Candace.
My name is Brooks, not Brooke. I get so sick of that. Brooke.
Even Green Eyes got that right.
Yeah. Even he knows plurals.
Uh-huh.
But she says Walmarts instead of Walmart. It's like, how many Walmarts did you go to today?
I went to the Walmart. Whoa.
Yes, I don't hate Ernie. I don't have anything against Ernie. I don't even wish anything bad on Ernie, but Ernie knows he's lying. He knows that he is lying. Y'all, this live stream that she did on me was 6 days ago. She has to use my content because she has no content. I didn't comment. I let it slide. I was like, I'm not going to get in the middle of it. I'm not going to fight with her. Just let her go. But this issue she's pulling with Ernie is another day. And hang on. And she played my stuff, and all she did was sit and put me down and talk about Candace and Don because Candace voiced her opinion about she's burning that again. Look here, y'all. Looky here. What she's doing. She can't get content of her own. See, this is her live stream. She's playing my ish on it, and she's bashing me. Even you, Miss Daisy, said that Ernie came with closest to solving Summer Wells' case. Our lives, Ernie. Listen, I'm gonna tell you about Ernie. Ernie knows he's not telling the truth. Days of our lives. Ernie knows he's lying.
Back then, we actually believed Ernie not telling the truth until we learned to look.
What's the thing is both her and her sister, and don't get me wrong, I like Jinkies a lot, but Jinkies is like, I've known you for 20 years. Why would you hang around someone for 20 years that you know is a piece of shit?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean,
why would you hang around somebody for 20 years or however long they all go back with each other if you know they are just a huge piece of shit? Why would you even associate with them?
Yep.
Why would you even know so much about them? And by the way, nobody wants your stuff, Daisy. No one. But if you have a suspect on there, a person of interest, and let me show you this, because you've been schooled before on this, and that's the reason you have a false strike on your channel.
Yep.
It's copyright law. It's called fair use. I can stolen your content. I'm not stealing it because it's not your life. You're talking about a public interest, which is the case of Summer Wells.
Yep.
A little bit more about Ernie.
It's her, but now Kathy sold her the Suburban for $1,000, went kayaking and everything like that with her. And then as soon as Dawn got out of the pen, she left her, dropped her like a hot potato.
See, she lied like a dog, y'all. She's a liar.
Brooke.
Oh, I didn't lie because Candace is the one that said that they went kayaking. We have the picture of them with the kayak, her and Kathy, on the top of the Subaru. My question is, why on earth does Daisy want to defend Candace so much? Just say it as it is.
Yeah. Well, as well, it was the whole thing about the burner phone, wasn't it? That you were lying about the burner phone. Well, it was actually, it came out when Dom was in jail that there was a burner phone, and there was Candace talking about it. So she is another thing she said out of her own mouth.
She's
lying when she said it herself.
She said it. She said that Tim Mullins took this stuff out of the phone. Dawn gave it to him when he got out of jail, and that she gave it to the uppers.
Yep. Yep. But you're the one that's lying, right?
Well, the thing is with Candace, she knows how to intimidate people. She does. Because on June 17th, 2021, she went to see Allie and Hunter.
Yep.
Make sure they weren't saying certain things to the TBI. It makes me wonder what she's holding over other people's heads.
They're going to be playing it. You'll get to watch it here soon.
Of course, Brooks is going to be playing it. How much did she pay you?
A Mountain Dew.
How much did she pay you? She paid you, ain't she? Of course, Drama Queen's going to be playing it. No,
I don't get paid for what I do with missing children. Sorry.
Ernie, that's BS. Because you put your cash app out plenty of times. Plenty of
So,
times.
with the receipts. You sit here running your mouth. I see no receipts.
Ernie,
I see no receipts. I see no receipts whatsoever.
Come on, Ernie. I'm going to be going back on all of your live streams because I streamed them.
Go ahead. They're still doing it right now. They're trying to do it right now. As a matter.
Joker.
Now, she streamed all of his live streams.
Yeah.
But she's saying that I'm stealing her content. How does that make sense?
It's called hypocrisy. But it's in her metabolism.
Metabolism. Yeah, and this is from Whistle While You Lurk. This is crazy. And why would I pay Ernie? I don't pay anyone.
Nope.
Yeah, Stacey was saying that I paid Stacey $100 an hour, and that is something ridiculous that Stacey Wander would go around and tell people. Because when he was getting so mad at me because I wouldn't let him back on panel, he was saying, "Well, this person offered me this, and this person offered me that, and this one, and this one." I'm like, "Well, you better go to them then, because I'm done."
Yep. We got everything we needed from you, Stacey, and it wasn't friendship.
No, and it certainly wasn't falling in love. Daisy even said I'm writing love letters to him or something. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. What world are you living in? Everyone knows how vested I am in Michael's case. You honestly think I'm going to support a suspect like that?
Hell no.
Hell, he spilled his guts. He said he was parked right at Southwest in Arizona and saw Michael, but he kept changing the figure of the child.
Yeah, the child started off at the same description as Michael and then became dark haired, bigger and Mexican and older.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I've got it, y'all, because you old timers know I was live streaming the hell out of him.
I remember.
I was live streaming the hell out of him, so I've got it all saved, and I have it on my phone too.
Mm-hmm.
No further questions.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
I just wanted to say something really quick because I got timed out in chat. I just wanted to say, I know for a fact that Brooks did not pay Stacey Wander to do an interview. He asked for money. He asked everyone for money, but they didn't
She
give
put
him
his
money.
cash app out many times.
Yeah, she put his cash out.
She told people.
She did put his cash out. She did
told-
put his cash app out, but she never
And she
encouraged
told
anyone
people
to
to
give him
send
money.
money. Did she not tell people to send him money for food and stuff?
No, she didn't
Oh
encourage
my-
people to send.
are
She
you
didn't. I was
serious?
there.
I was there too.
I was there
many times.
No, I
And
don't want to argue with you.
Daisy was never on the phone with me when I was talking that fat piece of shit. So what is she doing lying about me? Now, I mean, honestly, I will forgive Daisy because she's not all right in the head. Okay, so there's nothing to do with her.
Yeah.
But Lisa K. Ruett's putting things out there like this.
Mm-hmm.
This is a different story. To say that I'm personal friends and my husband with Stacey Wandra. That is now your opinion of myself and my channel. You can do whatever you want to do, or as I should say, our channel, because this affects all of you as well. To say, I guess she and her husband being close personal friends with Stacey Wandra paid off. So she followed it up with this. You've got to be kidding me. Actually, I'll have my husband set this straight right now.
Okay.
Let me see where he's at. You guys want to hear from my husband?
Yeah, is he not home? Is it not holiday for him still, or he's working?
No, he took a floating holiday and holiday pay.
Oh, okay.
Crime Lines and Lies secretary, how may I help you?
Oh, my goodness, you ball. Are you kidding me? All right, so we're trying to, as the cool kids say, debunk something. All right, Lisa K. Ruetz is saying that we are personal friends with Stacey Wandra. Do you want to talk about that?
There's really nothing to talk about. It couldn't be further from the truth. Used them like an old dirty tampon and threw them out. That simple as that.
Well, I mean, and Daisy is saying that we paid for hotel rooms and all kinds of stuff. Nope. That shit never happened.
You know how tight I am with money. You think I'm going to give that turd $1?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I can tell you right now. I mean, Greg still clips coupons, but no.
Sure do.
But I mean, listen to this. I guess she and her husband being close personal friends with Stacey Wandra paid off. So, I mean, it's totally up to you what we're going to do about this statement, considering he's a suspect in a missing child's case. But we'll
Get
talk about
her on the horn. Call her up, Ash, right now.
I don't have her number. She has everyone else's number, but I don't have hers.
Oh, well, I think that should be the next conversation. Get her on the phone.
Oh, no. No, I've tried that before. C. Care RN said Greg isn't from the South. Oh no, he's from upstate New York. I'm from Oklahoma.
I'm an adopted Okie.
He's an adopted. All right, honey. Well, I love you, Sexpot. Thank you for taking care of that.
I'm glad I could help anytime.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye, Greg.
What a disgusting thing to say. Why would you bring my family into something?
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be really hard, though, I guess, if you're like, you know, bedridden and got nothing better to do with yourself all day than troll people on the internet.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, you know what? Let's see if she will answer. I'm going to send her a message right now, and I'm going to ask her for her phone number and just see where she's getting this shit.
Oh, you know what she'll say? You only contact me when you want information.
I want information on my goddamn self. How about that? Call me. Actually, I'll just send her the link.
Oh, that'll be really interesting. She won't come up. I'm up here.
No,
I'll put
really.
down if she wants to come up.
Oh no, we'll just sit
I
here.
have nothing to say to her.
I just come on up. You spoke about my family. Great.
Yeah, I just want to let you know she did not give him money.
So you say goodbye. Coming up here trying to lie for her. I knew she was a troll, y'all. I shouldn't even let her up. She's lying. We all know that she put his Cash App out. And she
AV is not a troll. AV is one of our best friends.
AV's awesome. In
She
the words
is
of, in the
awesome.
words of Candace, AV is fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm. AV, I'm not a troll, Day. No, she's not.
No, she's not.
No, she's not.
told people, and he told me because I've got the text where he said he got paid $100 an hour. So Brooke, quit lying, honey. Don't let those bitches.
I object, Your Honor, and I move to strike.
Once has she went to any of the prayer vigils. Not once has she done one darn thing for Summer Wells. But yet she wants to grift. But boy, she could go over there. And yes, there is a clip out there where she, and I've got it saved somewhere, where she told Stacey Wandra she had feelings for him. What?
Oh wait,
she told Stacey Wandra she had feelings for him. The guy, the main suspect.
I know what you're talking about.
Unaliving.
That's just totally disgusting.
When I heard that, I was blown away. I was like, "You are."
Let me explain my feelings for Stacey Wandra.
Yeah,
and I can actually play all of our phone conversations from the beginning to the end. Yeah, I was nice to him because no one's going to talk to someone that says you're a fat sack of shit and I think you did this, this, and that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we talked about food, how he said that he was supposedly going to go to Boise State and be a football player, all this stuff. Yeah, it was one thing after another. How he would, and when he gets out of jail, he'll probably call again, but I don't think that's going to work. I mean, he's out of his mind. When he found Eve, you know, he thought that's the person, according to him, but he doesn't tell the truth. So I don't know. That was helping him with hotel rooms and things like this. He had an Uber driver call me one day wanting me to pay for his Uber and get him a room. And I was like, no. I'm like, go back to the shelter. And he was like, well, I can't because they know who I am. Well, then you're going to have to find a bridge, is what I told him. You're going to have to find a bridge to lay under. That's what I said. And Avie, either Avie or Chloe, you were on the phone when I told him, then you're going to have to get find a bridge and lay under it.
And also that message that Daisy was just talking about, where she said that Stacey told her that he was getting $100 an hour. He never said he was getting $100 an hour off you. There were YouTubers that were giving him money, but it was not from you. He never
Not
said
for me.
you were giving him the money. And I've
No.
seen those messages. So Daisy can put them out, because it definitely does not say that you gave him a dime. It says he was getting $100 an hour. Well, guess what? You weren't the only person that had him on, because you'd already done a couple of interviews with him. He was on other channels. One of
And I
them
was one with him.
particularly.
I was the one that contacted other people, and I said,
Exactly.
put him on your panel, please.
Exactly.
That's what I said. Please, here's his phone number. Talk to him. I don't want him back on. I don't want him around me.
Why doesn't she have this problem with Eve, who was actually paying him to be on her channel, because she was so desperate?
But again, that's according to him. You have to remember, you're dealing with a sociopath.
Yeah, true. But Daisy is saying it was you that was paying him $100 an hour. Well, in actual fact, it wasn't you. He never said it was you. He just said he was being paid $100 an hour. And I've seen the text. So Daisy, put them out. Put them out right now and prove that Stacey ever said that Brooks paid him $100, because I bet you can't, because it doesn't exist.
Well, my Cash App goes back to, I mean, the only way I can pay anyone, unless they're right in front of me with cash, or if we go to the bank and Greg gets a cashier check, would be through Cash App. I don't use PayPal or anything. I mean, I can download it all for her. She can see everything. She can see Mermaid sent us money for our anniversary.
No, she said she's got the evidence that it was you, so let her put it out, because she doesn't have it, because it doesn't exist, because it never happened.
I paid someone $10 for a spinach plant. Well, that went to hell in a handbasket because it's too hot. Let's see. A woman at Greg's work sent $82.40 for a lift because he was stuck in Muskogee, Oklahoma. I sent money to Rexy for the ornaments we took to Crime Con. $150 to Lane for cutting the limbs that were on our roof. I've got all day for this.
Yeah, she wants to put her money where her fat mouth is. Let her bring out the screenshots, because I've seen those screenshots, and at no point did it say that you paid him $100 to come on your show. It said he said, well, usually I get $100, but he never said off of you.
Hell no, I'm not going to pay that fat ass $100. $100 wouldn't buy him a lunch. No way.
Hell no.
My son, I paid him $100. I sent him $100 for their anniversary. Let's see. I got $27 for a t-shirt. I sent $110 to some plants to a guy. Oh no, that was for tilling before we had our tiller. A woman named Christine, I sent her some money because I bought some plants off of her. My friend Gina, she borrowed $50. Tiffany Marie sent me $1 to tell me to take down things about What Big Eyes, because she said I was doxing her.
That was the screenshot of the year. I'm sorry, that was hilarious.
Yeah, I was like, everyone already knows her name, and it's her obituary.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mama She sent me $90 for t-shirts. I sent some money to my stepdaughter. I can I can download all of this. I can go back like a year and a half. I mean, this is the most boring fucking life in the world. If you know the truth. Let's see. Antonio, he got paid for moving. Let me see. This is who is this bitch? What the hell's $25? What is that? I don't know who that is. Payment from. I don't know who that is.
Someone paid you over $100 and you don't know who it is. Can that person send me $100?
I'm confused. $25. 20. Oh, I know what that's for. That's when I bought those zucchini plants. That's a while back. Okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. He requested $150 request from Cash App J Wandra 24. He wanted $150, and it's marked out. It said expired.
Because you didn't send it to him. That's why.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
And if you didn't send it to him, guess what that means? You didn't pay him by
No,
Cash App
it clearly-
$150.
It clearly says expired. Then my oldest son, he was taking his wife out for Valentine's Day, so we sent some money there. Okay, here's another one. Yep, he sent me a request, $30. It says expired, and it's marked out. And yeah, I'll post all of this. I mean, she refreshed my memory, actually. Let me see. I got this. Let's see what the fuck? It says withdrawal. Oh, never mind. That's from t-shirts and stuff like that, which, by the way, I can do. Okay, here's another one from him. Faith Taxi, and it says declined. He wanted $50. It says declined. This one.
Oh, look at you bringing the receipts, Brooks.
Yeah.
Actually, it's got to be stinging.
Actually, I need to screenshot all this.
Yep. Screenshot it all and put it out, because at the end of the day, guess who's going to be hurting right now? Oh, that'll be Daisy and her content.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
That's gotta hurt.
Well, actually, honestly, I didn't even think about it. I just like, no.
Hey, Brandy. Brandy's in chat.
Hey, Brandy. Okay. Let me see. What's this one? Let me get back to this. I'm going to put this up.
Feel inside of you? Don't you feel inside of you that Summer's not deceased?
Yes, I do. And Candace keeps the hope. She does keep the hope. So
now, I don't know about Monkey, but
let's see. Mama T, no disrespect, but have Ernie look back in his chat that night. I told him several times in there that I was there and we was not opening the door for anyone. That's right, Sleep Fairy. Ernie is hurting people just so he can get clicks and views. And I know this much. The whole BS that he's saying about Dawn taking the claw him, that is so.
That's not true.
Everybody that knows Dawn is crazy about that baby, that she has
definitely
this as a new grift. Anybody that knows Dawn would never come to that baby like that.
Yep. And all that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to waste my time with a fake ass Christian sitting up here in the corner who's getting ready to bust her knees and thank God and do all this. Which God are you praying to? Because that tells me something right there. You sitting there, Dawn not a criminal. Dawn didn't do this. Dawn didn't do that. I'll have his public record out there, the real one here soon. It was just the right time right now to bust you, Daisy, and everything in your lives. Now you tell me that Candace didn't say.
And I give a damn about their parents too, Ernie. I don't use them and trick them and make them. I don't use them.
No, you get groomed by the predator, and you get fooled and manipulated into your best friends, right? Did he put his arm around your back too? Did Candace do that? Did she put her head on your shoulder, Daisy, when you was on that 4-wheeler? When you were showing those cows and those bells that ring, did you show her how the bells ring? I mean, you do it every time you get a gas cap. How many times? How much you make one live with Candace? I know.
Let me finish. Candace has been in my house several times. Never once did I take a picture. I think one time when she stayed all night, we did a live stream, and that was Candace's idea. But all
so let me ask you a question. If I didn't know, why did Candace do a live for saying that Predator Hunter Nation busted the door down and took Don Wells out? I mean,
he said that Candace never told you to bring a pizza.
So you're telling me that I spent $28 of our own money and we drove an hour just to get her a pizza so she'd have something to eat, right? That's what you're saying.
I don't believe Dee Dee lies. I think Dee Dee tells the truth, Ernie.
Well, let me just tell you, the phone she used,
Okay, Dee Dee says I got with dates on them for most of the times I've been with her.
Let's do it. Show me the dates, and I'm going to show you right here. When we took her that pizza, so Dee, you can come up here. I'm waiting on Candace. I'm waiting on the big guy moment because I got it. You damn well better believe I've got it. You say I'm on meth? Show me proof that I'm on meth. I don't do drugs. And you're saying Don ain't got charges when it's public record that Don does have charges. So which is it, Daisy? Which is it, Daisy? Has he ever molested anyone?
Not that I know of, no.
No, but not that you know of. Well, we all know Don Wells molested people, right? He's admitted that he's done it over and over again.
He was a child himself.
He was a child himself. Another 12-year-old. Well, good God Almighty.
I'm not saying it's right, Ernie. I'm not saying it's right.
No, but you're still protected, right?
I'm not protecting him. I'm telling the truth. You know that.
So what kind of charges does Don have? What kind of charges does Don have? Did you know?
I don't know. I know we don't have pedophilia on there.
Exactly. Pedophilia? I mean, like, is that a charge? Is it pedophilia?
Ernie.
Is that an actual charge of conviction?
No,
it's kind of another name.
I've never heard.
No. You say you know, and you vouch that you know, but something tells me that you don't know, Daisy. Okay, continue on. Where's Candace at? Where's Candace?
I ain't telling you where Candace is. You ain't going
to. It's 9:30. It's past 9:30. Surely she's home. She's ready to defend what I said. She's ready to defend what I said, right? She's ready to defend what I said.
I can't believe you're hurting her like this. That's what I. Yeah, we all know what Don's charges is. I know that he's not got no SA charges on that. I know he don't, Ernie. And you know he would never, ever hurt. That's one thing I can say about Don is he is devastated, absolutely devastated over Summer being gone.
I guess that's why he can say. I guess that's why he can say he's been there.
I've got them all. I've got to go back and look. But I have got all of Ernie's old clips because I was live streaming him while he was doing it. Daisy, that was. I know. I just put it out. I live streamed him the whole time. So Ernie don't even know who he's messing with when he comes up. Somebody like White Boy. Don't she will try to strike you. Let her try to strike me. Let her. I'll do her the same way she did me.
Hello, Miss Daisy. And I'm sorry about the background noise. I'm sitting outside.
She was playing my clip the other day of Candace. When Candace come up here and
yes, I did. It's called fair use. Okay, so I went through this, and if I missed some I declined, I apologize. Is everybody ready for breaking news?
Ready for breaking news.
Okay, I got to put one more in here. Hold on. I might have done it wrong. I don't think so, though. There should be 5 in here because I was telling that fat bastard no all the time. Are you guys ready for breaking news? Who's ready for breaking news?
Do it.
Okay, from the desk of CLL after Daisy and Lisa K. Ruitz. Now, White Boy, I'm not upset about because he was actually listening to Daisy. I know what he said, and you know what? I would probably say the same thing. All right, let's start with this. January 18th, it says canceled. This is from Faith Taxi. He wanted $50.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you see the red, that means no, you don't get shit.
Yep.
All right, that's the same one. Let me see. I'm missing one. Hang on. That might be the one I'm looking for. Okay. January 19th, $50. It declined. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same one. I don't want that one keeps showing up. $50 January 19th. They could probably have different times on it. Then he wanted $150, and I just let that one sit. That's the reason it said expired.
Yeah.
So this is the one I did complete, and that's when I got him the Jimmy John's sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
And I've already talked about that I got the fat bastard a sandwich.
Yep.
Everyone knows I bought him a damn sandwich. And he wanted a foot long and like a big old bag of chips and shit. So let's go through these again. This is what he was bought. I'll keep going through to see what other ones I've declined because the ones that have declined are hilarious. All right, so that's at 3:03 p.m. That's on Valentine's Day. Woo! Damn. I missed that for someone I have feelings for, don't you think?
Yeah, right. Well, you're that in love with him, though, right?
January 19th, 18th. So yeah, he got $15.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so if Daisy wants to come up and talk about this, then we can do it. Lisa K. Ruitz, I sent her a message, my husband, can come up too. Hang on. Shannon said sandwich and a bag of chips. I don't think you get it, Shannon, and I love you very much. You can't feed Stacy with $15 freaking dollars. Okay? Now, this started out to be an Uber to get him back to the shelter after he had gotten kicked out of that person's home. And rather than him walking around, able to hurt other people, I thought, well, I'll get him an Uber. I said, give me an address and I'll get an Uber and I'll send you back to the shelter. Then he's like, I just need something to eat. Well, it takes about 4 footlongs to feed him. But either way, my husband said, I approve the sandwiches. I said it was money well spent to keep the bastard talking. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Thank you, honey. Thank you.
Certainly doesn't add up to $100 so far. So I've seen a receipt for $15.
Yeah.
Is $15 worth the the slanderous accusations that you could, in theory, take to court and make them have to prove? I don't think so, Daisy. I think you need to take a chill pill, love.
Oh, I missed this one. $30, February 7th, expired because I didn't pay him. I didn't put the right ones up. Let me go through them again. Okay. $50 on the 18th, which was canceled.
Yeah.
$50 on the 19th, declined. I don't know the difference between declined and canceled. I just know when it's paid and not. $150 that expired because I just let it sit there because I was just like, you've got to be kidding me. $30 on February 7th at 2:14 p.m. And then $15 I did pay for fat ass to eat that day.
That still doesn't add up to $100. I'm sorry. The math ain't mathing, as you say.
Yeah. Yeah. $15. $15. And now they're going to come around and go, oh, but you made all that money. You made all that money off his interviews. You should have paid him. You should have done this. You should have done that. You're a tragedy pimp.
That's exactly how they sound. How are you so good at that?
Yeah, they will.
And told us how she felt about Allie's death. She clipped it and she played it and she kept right on. She don't know how to quit. Hey, Miss V, and if she thinks that I won't strike her next time, she's wrong. And when I do strike her, I will go get legal action against her.
Do it.
Now, hold on. Wow. The last time she struck me, she was too dumb to know. And I'll show you what she struck me over. This is how stupid she is. It wasn't even over her content. Just like right now, I'm playing from Whistle While You Lurk. Okay? So she struck me. Rap, who I didn't know at the time, it was just sent to me. He recorded her in the backstage. She didn't even know that there was someone backstage. All right. She had no idea. She had no idea. So it was sent to me and I put it out because everyone knows how I feel about the Michael Vaughn case.
Yep.
Well, she sent me a strike. So I struck back. So she had 10 business days to respond to it. Well, she didn't do it, but she told everybody she was going to take legal action. She was going to do this. She was going to do this. She was going to do that. Well, I mean, nothing happened. And it just turns out that, you can't. But she tells everyone she's going to take all this legal action.
And guess what she ended up with? 2 words, false strike. On her channel. So that's a strike on her channel because she falsely struck your channel. So she has 2 more chances. Hey, Whistle While You Lurk's in chat.
Hey, Whistle. This is what she's talking about, and you can clearly see who was streaming it.
Yep.
That's Rap, and he's not a good person, but yeah, listen to it.
Probably a couple weeks back during my intro. Every intro.
It's in your intro. When was the last time you spoke?
Okay. What Brandy was saying to Day is quit talking about my son. You can talk about my son all you want, but please talk about the facts. Quit grouping Michael in, who was abducted with SA and things like that. Okay, so Rap was backstage. He had the StreamYard link. He came in acting like he was, what's her name? The woman that's on there, Crooked Arrow. He spoofed that, is what I was told. Anyway, I put it out. So she struck me. She can't take legal action against that.
Nope.
So listen, this is what she did. And people still listen to her. They think she's just a great, great Christian.
Oh, yeah.
Probably a couple weeks back during my intro. Every intro.
It's in your intro. When was the last time you spoke on Monkey?
The last time I spoke was when you came in here. The last time I think I've spoke a few more times about it. I brought it up in there about his case, but I don't go deep into it because of respect for the case. But I always show him in my intros with Harmony Montgomery and Summer.
Right, but do you put out the facts, Miss Daisy? When was the last time you put out the facts? Anything from law enforcement? Just asking.
Why are you being rude to me right
This
now?
is why
I'm
Daisy
not being rude, ma'am.
What are
I'm
you talking
asking you.
about? Nobody on this case knows any facts. Only thing you have told me. Why are you being rude? You are falling
I
into
am no, ma'am. I am being
I have
honest.
been respectful to you. I have been kind, respectful, and I have taken
Yes.
up for
Yes.
you when I didn't even have
Yes.
to take up for you. But you're
You
here
have.
to attack me and tell me that I don't put out
No,
facts.
I am not attacking you.
Do I claim to be a law enforcement? No.
No. No.
Oh, you came to my panel to get the word of Michael out. I put his face out, I put your face out, and I can't believe that you were coming after me because of Josh.
I am no. I haven't even talked to Josh. This is me. This is just me. All me.
Okay, she said that Brandy came to her to get the word out about Michael. Brandy didn't need her help.
Nope.
She cannot be that disrespectful to a family who has a child who's been abducted. I think if someone can put the playlist in about Michael Vaughn, I think we're all on the same page here as to what happened to Michael. Okay? We all know he was abducted from outside his home. But she wants to group him in because she's such a simple person. She can't figure it out. And people still entertain her nonsense. They really do. So you are being confronted, and there's Dawn on there too. You're being confronted by a mama asking you just not to do something. Just don't do it. It's so easy to say, oh, I'm so sorry. I will change this. I will do this out of respect. No. She had to double day down.
Yeah, for real.
You cannot.
This is me, Brandy Christine Neal. I'm standing tall, and right now, love, all I'm trying to do is tell you that
you not to get in the middle of the whole charade with Dawn and Candace because you don't know all.
No, I'm not. I'm just
but you're
trying to.
You think Brandy came on there because she gives a rat's ass about who's friends with Dawn and Candace?
Right.
And she tries to speak for her. Oh, you don't want me to get in the middle of Dawn and Candace? And she's like, no. Brandy's like, I don't give a shit who you're friends with. Does anyone in here care about Daisy being friends with them or whatever she's doing? I don't even think about it. It's called respect.
Mm-hmm.
Listen again.
That
you not to get in the middle of the whole charade with Dawn and Candace because you don't know all.
No, I'm not. I'm just
but you're
trying to be.
All I've ever done is try to be good to you. When you're attacking me, you are, and that's not fair. I have never.
It's not fair on you, boo-hoo, Daisy.
I'm not attacking you.
You are.
How am I attacking you?
The facts. What are you talking about, Brandy?
The facts with law enforcement.
With law enforcement, I've never even said anything about the law enforcement.
Yeah, that's the point.
Let's ring the bell. However you do it. Brandy is saying, if you're going to talk about Michael, go over the facts of the case, what law enforcement has put out, all that stuff. She goes, what about law enforcement? Brandy's in here right now. Everyone give a ton of love to Brandy Neal. Light up the chat. She said, all I asked was not to associate Michael with SA. That is what she said.
Yep. Which
And
is fair. I can't even express how fair that is for someone to ask that of somebody that is talking about your son.
Mm-hmm.
And you say to them, please, would you just stick with the facts of the case? And she's like, Ellie, I've never even spoken about Ellie. Well, yeah, that's the whole point, isn't it? You don't talk about the facts of the case. You put it with something that is not connected and doesn't need to be connected in the case, but you're quite happy to sit there talking out the other side of your arse about something and someone that you know nothing about and care nothing about. Brandy is asking on behalf of her son that you do not do something, and you sit there going, why are you being so rude to me? That's not fair to me. Who gives a shit about you?
Yeah.
It isn't about you, Daisy.
Yeah, who's worried about Daisy's feelings when
Hell
you're
no.
talking to the mother of a son
Right.
who was abducted? A
Right.
woman who has sat with the governor and gotten laws changed in her own state. Yet
Absolutely.
her best friend can't won't get off her goddamn ass to even pick up the phone and call law enforcement to ask what's going on with her child's case. She said she has to put her kid on the other burner.
All she's going on about is how people are picking on her.
Mhm.
Daisy, I'm talking about, obviously.
Always a victim. Always a victim. You know, and she wants to bring our friend down with her. Hey, others have tried, and guess what, girlfriend? They have not succeeded. They've just looked like fools.
100%.
Well, exactly. Put out the facts of Michael. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
The only thing I've ever put out is what you have told me.
Now I'm going to speak for Brandy real quick, even though she may not like it. She can yell at me later. Brandy has never scripted a show. She has never said, talk about this, talk about this, talk about this, talk about that. Never, never, never. She has never once. And I have always said, is it okay if I do a show about Michael? Because I just want to make sure emotionally, because obviously it's draining. And she'll say, yeah, do it. You know, and, you know, not like I'm talking. She answers the phone. She goes, hi, love. Because she always sounds drained of energy. And of course she is. She has a lot going on. And I'm like, I was going to do a show about Michael and just let me know, particularly on certain days. And she's like, yeah, go ahead. I spoke with law enforcement before I even put Stacey Wonder on. That is something some people don't know.
I think it's something that actually people should know.
Do what?
I think that's something that people absolutely should know. That you didn't just, inverted commas, make friends with a suspect and put them on your show. That's not even what happened. The first thing you did was speak to law enforcement. Let that be known.
And I'll tell you something right now. Everyone knows that Michael's case hits me a totally different way.
Oh, same.
And so when I see comments like this from Lisa K has something to say, and everyone already knows her name, saying that my husband and I are close personal friends with Stacey Wandera. Well, I have a feeling something's going to have to be done about that.
Yep.
Brandy said, law enforcement has everything from Brooks. Thank you, girlfriend.
Yep.
By the way,
I don't want to speak for Brandy, but I do want to speak for you a little bit and say, not only did you call law enforcement and speak to them about having Stacey on the show, you also spoke to Brandy about having Stacey on the show before Stacey came on your show. Did you not? So of all the things that anybody could say that you and your husband are close friends with Stacey, it's just sick making. Evidently, those people do not understand integrity and the integrity with which you acted in that situation. Because if you're going to make friends with a suspect, you're not really going to call law enforcement and call the mother of the victim beforehand, are you?
No.
Let's get real, people. Come on. No, I'm not talking about people in here, but just if anyone's listening to this on the replay who's still under any illusion that you might be friends with a suspect, hear me now. Law enforcement were called. Brandy was told. Everybody was on the same page before Stacey came on that show. And at no point did you pay Stacey Wandera $100 or anything like it to be on your show. So just hear that, please. Thank you.
Yeah, we can go back through the receipts. The only way I can pay anybody, unless they're standing right in front of me, is through Cash App And that's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
Brandy.
And what have I told you? Follow law enforcement.
Can I say something? Can I ask you a question, Brandy?
Yes, sir.
When you said you had your own theory about me, what the hell does that mean?
Oh.
Okay, so 2 tons of fun. 2 tons of fun let that happen. She had Dawn sit there and attack Brandy.
2 tons of fun. Sorry.
My own theory about you?
Yeah. I mean, that seemed kind of condescending to me. What the hell does that mean?
I wasn't being.
I mean,
sorry,
go
I
ahead.
wasn't trying to be condescending.
I mean, it seems that you're being a little bit condescending all the way around to me, to Miss Daisy and me.
Well,
like you know
I'm not
something
trying.
I don't know or whatever.
No, I don't know anything.
I appreciate the fact that you're standing up for your kid. And I appreciate the fact that you don't want to be associated with SA and all that stuff. That's understandable.
I don't want my son to be associated.
Well, right. Oh, exactly.
How much y'all want to bet she's getting your nails?
Okay, again, she's too stupid to even realize what I put back out there is from Rap.
Mm-hmm.
And she strikes my channel. That's the reason she got the false strike. Okay, so you hear Don Wells going, oh, and I don't understand that. Because Brandy is trying to be nice, saying, well, I don't want my son to be associated with, what has gone on around you. And
Right.
I understand that. Wouldn't anyone else say, what do you mean associated with us? He's like, oh, I understand that, right? Oh, I understand that, right? Way to go, Don. And again, there's Rap right there. There's Rap, but Daisy strikes me.
Yep.
She didn't strike Rap.
No, well, that was the problem. Because if she really had an issue with someone playing her content, she'd have struck the person whose channel was streaming it, and where it was sent to you afterwards, she would have struck that person, not you. So she's only got herself to blame, but
Yeah.
You have to ask yourself. You have to ask yourself, where is he? What is he going through?
I'm sorry, sir.
Say, where is he, and what is he going through right now? We don't know.
Okay, I don't want Brandy to hear any more of this.
No, I don't either. I don't want to hear any more of it either.
Because Don gets off on things like this.
Yeah.
So Daisy is sitting right there while he is taunting Brandy. And I'm not going forward until I make sure Brandy's not in here. She's heard this enough. He goes, is Brandy in here?
Yeah, she's in here.
Let me try to call her and make sure she's not in.
Oh, she's in chat.
Well, I know I don't see her messaging right now. I just want to make sure she's not in here. Because what he says is absolutely disgusting. Okay, she's not in here.
Okay.
She's not in. All right. So he is messing with her head with Daisy sitting right there. And he says, well, you'll hear it yourself.
You have to ask yourself. You have to ask yourself, where is he? What is he going through?
I'm sorry, sir.
Say, where is he, and what is he going through right now? We don't.
Yeah. Why would he ask her that? Where is he?
Ugh.
And what is he going through right now?
He's said the same about Summer, though, hasn't he? He's gone into quite great detail about what he thinks and what he believes is happening to Summer right now, and who she's with and what they're doing to her, and all of this kind of stuff. Like you said, he gets off on this stuff. It's literally, this is his self-gratification, everything he's saying right now. But he's not a pervert, is he, Daisy? Because you've known a lot of perverts in your life, and nothing gives you the clue that he's a pervert, right?
Nothing. No, nothing.
No, there's no red flags there at all, right?
So he's sitting there toying with Brandy's mind, knowing that Brandy has a very hard time sleeping, still sleeps in the living room. Hold on one second.
And just literally asked not to have her son associated with the conversation that he's now trying to instigate. That's exactly what she just said. I don't want my son to be associated with the things that go on around you. And Don's response is, well, really, but you know, you've got to think about what he's going through right now and where they could be at right now. Oh, please, come on. He's disgusting. And as for Daisy sitting there going, Don's not a pervert. I never see nothing that makes me think that Don's a pervert. Open your eyes, lady. Brooks is muted, by the way, in case you're wondering why. I'm just doing all the talking.
Okay, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay,
Yes, Ms. Jones, I'm here.
Okay, hang on. I got a hold of my attorney. Let me read this to you, all right? And you're going to think I'm crazy, but I really think that something needs to be done about this. This woman said, in my opinion, Brooks of Crime Lines and Lies cemented her position in the tragedy pimp category yesterday by giving longtime con man and liar Ernest Max Shell a platform. Okay, that's her opinion. I don't care about that.
That's good journalism.
Yeah, that's good journalism. She knew exactly what she was doing. I guess, now this is the part that pisses me off, and I think we should do something about this. She knew exactly what she was doing. I guess she and her husband, being close personal friends with Stacey Wandra, paid off, so she followed it up with this. All right. I am not close personal friends with Stacey Wandra. He is a suspect in the case of Michael Vaughn, who was abducted. So should we write a nasty lawyer letter, or should we send a letter to YouTube, or what do you suggest?
Writing a, did she post this on YouTube as a comment?
Yeah, her community post. She has a channel.
Oh, she has a channel. Well, I guess the first thing to do would be to send her a cease and desist letter. That's what I sometimes refer to as a nasty lawyer letter. Certainly not my phrase, but a cease and desist, telling her to take this material down. It's libelous and defamatory. I'm sure it's being both spoken and written, so it fall in both categories. Sorry, there's trucks here where I'm at. You might hear that in the background. So, a cease and desist letter could be sent. I just need an email. I don't need a physical address. After that, you could consider filing a lawsuit. I mean, somebody got a $4 million judgment for defamation in Pauls Valley for saying that I believe it was a city manager or city official for alleging that a city official had committed a crime that he had not committed. And I was shocked. Our $4 million judgment, and this was just a sentence or two, saying that you're at friends with a creepy suspect. People have sued for less. If you want to sue, I mean, it's just a matter of having money. There's certain lawyers that will sue for the ice being too cold. So it's just a matter of filing the suit.
Okay. All right. I'm not talking about Daisy so much because she's just too stupid to even know anything. I'll start with Lisa K. Ruitz because she put it in writing. She wasn't just speaking.
Yeah, get with our office later. We'll figure out something if you need to go that route.
Okay. Are you guys open on Monday? Obviously, you're not open today because I tried to call your office.
Oh, I'm in and out of the office. I work all weekend. I can't help myself, but certainly Monday would be a good time to call.
All right. You're the best. Talk to you later.
Yep. Bye now.
Okay. We got that taken care of. Are you there, Kat?
Oh, yeah, I'm here. I really like that lawyer. He said that people have won lawsuits for suing because the ice was too cold. And that's about the most American thing I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, they do. Yeah.
But no, fair play. Do it. Cease and desist.
No, because enough is enough.
100%.
Enough is enough.
And her 33,000 screenshots ain't going to get her out of a cease and desist, are they?
No, this is freaking ridiculous. This is America. You want to fucking go around and do that shit to me and say me and my husband are personal friends. My husband goes, we got attorneys on speed dial, Lisa K. And you could tell he's out there on the golf course right now.
Yeah, right.
But
No, I
you,
think do it, because at the end of the day, if you follow it up with a lawsuit as well, I think someone's got to get the law enforced in this situation, because she can't just go around saying defamatory things about you without there being a consequence to that. I'm sorry. It's not the first time it's happened, and it won't be the last time it's happened either, because you can't say shit about people that isn't true. She says she's got 33,000 screenshots, but I've never seen a damn receipt from her in my life.
She put this in writing. She put my name in, my channel name.
Yep.
Hang on. Ernie's back in.
Hey, Ernie.
I want him to hear this. I'm sorry I'm keeping you guys so long. There, Ernie, there's a screenshot. Angel said, do it, Brooks. Okay.
Do it. How much would it cost to get a cease and desist?
Actually, I don't know. When we had to send that one to Carol Claus, it wasn't that much because she's fucking crazy.
Okay.
Ernie, did you get the link? Where the hell is Ernie?
I don't know. He said he wanted the link.
Keep going. It's entertaining as hell. Okay. Shonda said, don't apologize, Brooks, at work, and this is my entertainment. I'm not buying it. Said it, Brooks. Go for it. Your subs will chip in. I don't have subs.
Have friends.
I don't have subs. I hate the word subs and I hate the word followers. I can't stand it. Look at this. We have our first information. Look at that.
Okay. Put that towards a cease and desist.
And it's in Great Britain pounds. Look at that. I'm telling you.
$11.50 or something.
Yeah. But I mean, she's violating YouTube terms of service by putting that in writing. I mean, it's one thing, the given word when you're just talking and talking and talking, and then you're like, ooh, I didn't mean to say that. But I mean, no, she's got it up there. And it's people are sharing it. I mean, it's everywhere saying that me and my husband are personal friends. Look at that. Thank you, Mama She. Lawyer Fund. Woo! What are we going to do around here?
The thing is, as well, is that the actual weight of that statement, her saying that you and your husband are personal friends with Stacey Wondra, is absolutely hellish. Because imagine if anybody was actually personal friends with a monster like Stacey Wondra. That could have huge impact on your business, for example, or your reputation. That's slander to the absolute hilt. So yeah, I say put a cease and desist on her. And if she goes any further with it, put a lawsuit on her.
Well, I'm not so much worried about myself.
No, I just think it's disgusting, Brooks. I'm sorry. It's just not on. It's not on. It's like highly defamatory to say that somebody is friends with a suspect in a really high profile child disappearance case who you happen to care a lot about.
Well, I'm more worried about somehow it having a backlash on Michael. Okay, there's the link right there. All right, let's go back to this. And Daisy will be next if she keeps saying things that aren't true.
Well, right. Oh, exactly.
How much y'all want to bet she's getting emails wrapped?
You have to ask yourself. You have to ask yourself, where is it?
Hey, Ernie, are you hearing this between Daisy and Dawn talking?
When is this right here? When is this video?
I'd say about, shoot. This was back in the fall.
I haven't heard it. I just now got back on. I've been traveling. I'm hearing Don and Candace are restraining orders out on me. There's a few people who's been they're making their, I don't know what I've done to them, but obviously a couple panels or whatever. But obviously they're gonna try to take restraining orders out on me. So I don't know why.
You're not trying to go. You're not trying to go to their house.
No, I would never just go to their house. But anyways, that's what the news is. I've got a ton of messages. People are saying that they're saying that, and these people live in Tennessee and over toward where the area is at.
Oh, see, I got one too from someone I don't know. Tell your friend Ernie that Don and Candace are getting protective orders against him and his freedom of speech. Now,
There you go.
okay, you can't take anyone's freedom of speech.
I don't think I did that, did I? Going on a panel?
No. I mean, we played what she said. See, this is how stupid these people are. This is how stupid they are. You have a First Amendment right to repeat what was said to you. And I've seen everything that you have between you and Candace. And today, a lot more was laid on me between what she sent to Benny.
You know, it just keeps on getting even. But here's the thing. They're telling on themselves. And it's going to continue. Because the formula is already laid out there. The formula is out there for them pretty much to incriminate themselves. And that's all they are doing. In front of the police's eyes. The police are watching this stuff. You can damn well bet they're watching Candace and Don.
Well, Mike, I'm sure they are. My question is, I mean, you know, Candace specifically, she has a lot of time on her hands. She's not out drywalling. She's not out, I mean, she's not doing, you know, the rug runs or anything like that. So why is she not in touch with law enforcement? Why on earth is she not calling every day? Why, instead of, you know, going to Daisy's and putting her feet in the pool, why is she not going straight to Hawkins County saying, I need answers right now to what happened to my daughter?
Because you don't give a damn. She knows what happened to her daughter. That's exactly right.
All right, well, listen to this. Okay, this is Dawn this is Dawn and Daisy beating up on Brandy Neal. And she is the mother of Michael Vaughn, who was abducted July of 2021. Abducted. There's 4 suspects. Has nothing to do with the family.
I'm not
something
trying.
I don't know or whatever.
No, I don't know anything.
I appreciate the fact that you're standing up for your kid. And I appreciate the fact that you don't want to be associated with SA and all that stuff. That's understandable.
I don't want my.
Okay. He goes, I appreciate the fact that you're standing up for your kid. See, no one has a name in their world. Like Don and Candace can't say Summer, okay? Like he can't say Michael. He goes, and I appreciate the fact that you don't want him associated with SA. Because Brandy said, I do not want Daisy lumping my son in with SA. Because these aren't like cases. So here comes Captain Dawn thinking no one is hearing them, but it got recorded.
Son to be associated.
Well, right. Oh, exactly.
How much y'all want to bet she's getting your nails wrapped?
You have to ask yourself.
And it's that guy Rap that recorded it, Ernie.
Exactly. I remember this.
Okay, Rap recorded it, and it was sent around, and I posted it, and Daisy was such a dum-dum, she struck me for it. Now she's got a false strike on her because she didn't even know where the content came from.
Where is
I'm sorry, sir.
Say, where is he and what is he going through right now? We don't know that he's not being hurt, beat, or whatever. Yeah, you want to keep the hope up, of course.
Okay, so this is Don talking to Brandy Neal. He said, where is he? You don't know if he's being hurt, beat, or whatever. This is some sort of psychological damage that you should not do to a parent. And the people that think it's okay. I don't know who Blame Katie is. I don't know. I see a few people, you know, arguing with her. Let's just tone it down. Let's just.
Thank you,
Everyone,
Katie. Thank you. Thank you so much for standing up. I know we don't see eye to eye sometimes. We used to be good friends, but thank you for standing up. That means a lot. That means a lot. I'm not your enemy. Go ahead.
let's everybody all at once together. Let's all take a deep breath. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Extend your arms. Extend your arms. Bring them out. Get some oxygen in there. We're all good. We're all good. We're all friends here.
Of course. So he'll come through whatever he's going through somehow by some miracle. But you got to face facts.
Even thinking about those things crush my soul.
Exactly.
To
and
be
I
honest with
understand
you.
why. I get it. Believe me, we totally get it. My little girl being hurt by who knows who, and she could be in Mexico, where their number one thing is selling kids for sex.
Brandy,
That's their number one money maker.
Let's talk about that. This is Dawn talking to Brandy Neal, saying kids being sold for sex, that is the number one money maker. Anyone find that odd that he would even have that in his mind? Listen closely to what he said.
Daisy, I meant no disrespect. I was just asking out of respect for my son and our family. Please just do not have his name associated with those things. That's what I'm asking. I am very appreciative of everything you have done and continue to do. And this is me speaking my piece. And Mr. Wells, I pray for Summer every day, and I hope that
Appreciate that. I appreciate
you all
appreciate it.
take care of yourselves.
Well, we have to think about all avenues, you know, of everything that's going on, and we got to think about CPS and what they're doing. We don't know that CPS didn't have something to do with our daughter's disappearance, because that's what they do.
Miss Daisy, I meant no disrespect, but I'm gonna step down, and I just.
She is so respectful. She is so sweet. She is fighting the battle of her life, looking for her son. And then you have this dirtbag who's even allowed to talk to her in the manner that he did. He gets off, in my opinion, talking about the abuse of children. He has mentioned Summer being at hotel rooms, basements, hammers, fish food, you name it. So enough is enough. Enough is enough, my friends. And I understand that the last few days, everything has just been crazy. There's been one channel after another talking about, you know, Ernie being on this panel. Big whoop. Get a hobby, get a job. We're talking about his conversations with Candace. Who in here is butthurt? Who? They're her words. It's not Ernie up here just, you know, talking out his ass. I mean, he has a couple of times, but it's her words. Are you there, Ernie?
Yes, I'm here. I'm just listening. I'm doing a little bit of research on this too. You know, Don Wells, when you said what you said about it, I'm not the only one that's come out and said anything about a hammer being used.
No.
It's his words.
You just heard him talking to Brandy Neal, saying, well, we have to think about these things. Has it crossed anyone's mind that maybe these things get him excited? I don't know.
If you notice, every time Don Wells talks about it, he adds a part of sex being in with it. Something that's, and he laughs at you ever notice that little laugh he does? Like right there at the end when he says something or does something, he's got that. But notice, when I hit him with them questions yesterday, he never responded yes or no. And even with the burner phone, I don't know. Because he knew if he's being watched and he says, yes, I have one, well, wouldn't you think law enforcement is going to be like, well, where's it at? You know, and if he says no, then they're going to even look into it even further because they got a number. It goes into a text. It goes into an IMEI number that belongs to that phone. Then he's screwed. He's screwed. He knew that. He's smart. He's smart enough to know that. But it's the gotcha moments that catches Don Wells. It's when you say something. Well, you said you've been around child trafficking before. You've been there while it's going on, and yet you did nothing. That's the gotcha moments. And the fact of the matter is, Candace's, the 2 days, well, she completely says that didn't ever happen. And we got 4 or 5 videos showing it does. I've actually got the original videos of her sitting there, you know, bringing her mouth into it, and you can see her and everything. And she's crying, actual crying. You can see where she's at, and still, she denies it even happened.
Well, and I played, you know, the ones from Double Mint Twins because I wanted to make sure no one would say that you spliced something or you edited anything. So this is, you know, from someone else who had been following. And I mean, the text messages and everything from her. And here's the whole thing. These mental midgets are just going to say, she was in a vulnerable spot. Dawn was in jail. She's an alcoholic. She does drugs. That's the reason she ran to Kathy. She can't help it. Listen, you have a primal nature when your child is missing. You have a primal nature. You want to find your child. You want to protect your child. Can anyone think of any excuse for Candace Wells? Again, like we said earlier in the show, you have 2 grown women there at the house. Let's just say that Dawn is working 22 hours a day. You got Candace and Candace there. You're telling me that they can't watch all those kids? They can't cook a meal? They can't sweep a floor? They can't do anything? They don't know how to use a paintbrush? Nothing? But party time happened. The minute old Don the Con took his oldest son to Utah, and there's a different story there, and that came straight from Don. And it went crazy around there. Don got back, and you see in all of the pictures Summer's physical decline. Well, Ernie, I'm going to run off of here. Anything you want to say to send everyone off to the weekend?
Yes, I do. We have a lot of people in chat right now, and a lot of you are parents yourself. Think about it. If your child went missing, how long would it take you? How long would it take you before you started looking for that child? How long would it take you? You put your answers in chat immediately, right? Candace hasn't tried anything. She's laid up in the hotels thinking she's safe with Don when they first done their searches. She wasn't even there. A true parent, you know why? Is that a true parent? You're true parents. You people understand that, right? That's as simple as that. I don't understand why Hawkins County couldn't just see that. Say, hey, wait a minute. Why ain't you helping look for your kid? Because they already knew where their kid was at. That's all I'm going to say. I appreciate you. Thank you, Brooks. Got a lot of, oh my God, I got so many messages I've got to answer. And everyone who's subscribed to Lightning Tiger USA, my channel, I appreciate you all. But we're doing the field work now, and hopefully we can get this general awareness out there, because if you prevent something, it never happens. Remember that. Remember that. Thank you, Brooks. I appreciate it.
I love that statement. If you prevent something, it never happens. Now, I will say to you, I don't know if you know this, Daisy's going around telling people that I'm paying you to come on panel. How much money have you received from me?
I'm actually in the hole. I'm actually in the hole. She ain't paid me nothing.
I'm telling you,
she's not paid me nothing, guys.
I'm telling you what, this is the cheese line around here. You don't get paid shit around here. Sorry, I'm a real selfish bitch. But yeah, check out Ernie, and we will be back over the weekend. Again, thank you so much, Ernie, for
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Just telling everybody what was going on. And again, we were talking about Candace's real words.
Tonight, I've got a special, and I'm not asking no money or anything, but tonight at 8:05 p.m., I've got a special that I'm doing on Summer Wells. I want everyone to understand, Predator Hunter Nation is helping me with files we're pulling, and I want you to see them, whether you've seen them for the first time or not. I'm also asking my people for all the text and stuff that came through. This has never been seen, never been heard, but you'll see the phone numbers, you'll see the text messages, and you'll be able to see it from there. And then, that's the whole thing. Candace and Dom both incriminated themselves over and over and over again. There should be arrests made, and there should be some kind of interrogation methods immediately. They should be separated while all this goes on. But I do appreciate you all at 8:05 p.m.
Hang on one time. Eastern or Central? Tams said
It's Eastern,
live.
8:05 p.m. Eastern time tonight.
Okay, on your channel, Facebook or YouTube?
It's on YouTube and Facebook. So.
Okay, C-Care RN said you have the wrong date on it, Ernie.
No, it should be right. Check it now. Check it now, just in case. It should be right.
Tams, I don't know who you are, and you're saying liars. Did you hear what Candace said? See, this is what happens around here sometimes. I don't know. These people just don't have manners.
Look, here's the thing. A lot of us fought different than Don and Candace. I did. I was like, there's no way. Predator Hunter Nation, we looked at it 2 or 3 different times, and we was like, maybe he's legit, maybe. But the thing about it is, time tells all, people, and people end up telling on themselves. And when you see these videos one after another, and they stay on the same thing, and then they slip. When they slip, they slip. That's a fact. Don Wells has slipped I don't know how many times. Candace said, well, what Don was doing to her and she was telling on herself right there because she was in the mode. She was in the mood already of talking. That's as simple as that. She was relaxed. Her body was just saying anything. She got into that, what they call transitional thinking. And she started recalling things that happened in her life that she knows. You could call it guilt or whatever, but it is what it is. She started mentioning it. And then people started taking on to that. I did for one, like, what is she talking about? And she just went off and started talking about stuff like that.
Can someone put Ernie's link in here, please? I can't do it right now because I don't have my glasses on. Nicey Marie is looking for the link. Runs with Scissors said she's deviant. Amy Lynn said it's got the 5th. Ernie is right. He changed it. All right, we'll get the link out. So
I think it's just that Lightning Tiger USA or something. I don't know.
Okay,
Thank you all. Appreciate it.
Lightning Tiger USA. Okay, you guys are the absolute best. I'm so sorry I was late. We had a bad storm last night, and I had to pick up the garden arches and all that shit in the backyard. Take care of OJ. He had to watch Jaws. You all have a great rest of your Friday. I will see you over. By the way, check out PG from last night too, because Ernie was on there, and PG doesn't put up with any of this shit. Okay, Kamari has it. Kamari, I appreciate it.
Thank you all.
All right, we will see you over there. Again, you guys are the absolute best. I am so happy you were here. Again, sorry I was late, but sometimes that has to happen. All right, you guys, again, have a great rest of your Friday, and I will see you. Well, we're probably doing members live over the weekend. Hopefully I cleared up a lot of things from the lies that have been told. The lies. And also, if any of you are friends with Lisa K. Ruitz, you can go and let her know that, my attorney was on the phone saying we're going to take action because she can't put out things like she did. I love you all. You are the absolute best. And I will always see you soon.